Howdy folks, and welcome to Skullrunners, our original Starfinder game. I am Joe Treff, your GM this evening, and many others, and joining me are my friends Olive, Dan, Brandon, Liz, and David. We are going to be playing Starfinder tonight, but before we do, a couple of quick announcements. First, we play D&D on Fridays. We'll be playing tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That game has been going since 2019, so 7 years and counting. We are on the third campaign of 10 connected campaigns for our Friday night game. We also have a website where you can see that game, this game, and many other anthologies. Albron RPG also has links to the various social media that we have. There are links to the different story playlists. I don't know what they're called, but the different playlists that we have on YouTube for each of the different campaigns, each of the different story systems. It isn't just D&D and Starfinder. We also have Cypher System, we have Paranoia, we have Fallout 2D20. So there's a lot of stuff that you can see at Albron RPG over on YouTube. We also have probably close to like 500 sessions of other games up on YouTube as well. And then the last sessions that we're going to be playing this summer are going to be July 23rd and 24th before we start our summer break for 2 weeks. And we return August 13th and 14th, ready to go until our winter break. We also have Sirenscape and Monument Music to thank for music, as well as Matt and Olive's phone. And finally, it is time for this week's session of Skullrunners. All right, and to Brendan for the recap.
Last time on Skullrunners, the Pipefire Cookout. The Skullrunners made a hasty escape from the war between Digital Storm and the Globe Runners with their cargo, crates of stolen necrographs and purified water. Their guide, the driver, warily took them to a secret celebration. In a hidden portion of the megacity Seethe, normally underwater, a large community of Ysoki and friends were celebrating the change in cycles. After telling the Skullrunners that their next job would be to return Celia Cloudkill to her father, a high-ranking official of the Valor Syndicate, and that they would start tomorrow, the driver Jax was dragged into the celebration by his family.
Nice.
Sagan, unhappy with the loss of the Hylaxian artifacts, asked Nyx for a mystical bell that she had hidden. Nyx responded that she had sent it away to keep Sagan from following in the footsteps of his former friend, Max, who had started down a dark path full of loneliness and strange mysticism.
Way to put it.
Sagan lost his temper and stormed off. Nyx and Monk then climbed to a point overlooking the party and shared a quiet moment together. Nyx shared that she felt alone. Her only experiences of family were from an abusive and horrific circus that she would rather never remember. Monk also felt disconnected from everything around him. He felt as if he was always performing and secretly wondered if he had a real connection with any of the Skullrunners. Meanwhile, Valenka rallied Sagan from his bad mood by entering them both into a cooking competition. Sagan recreated a dish from his homeland, a Sarcesian black sauce, and won the competition, and then felt like he had when partying with his old friends in the Hylax Hall. But he also felt the dark, seductive pull of loneliness. Thea was the only one considering the job ahead. He found an elder Ysoki, and during a game of Mahjong, asked her about Celia Cloudkill. The elder let him know that Celia was in no danger. She had run away on her own, and was surrounded by people she thought of as friends. Now, the next day, the Skullrunners have reassembled and made up, and they are traveling towards the Rust Gardens to search for Celia Cloudkill. They have reached out to her, impersonating an employer, and have just received a response.
And in this moment, you all see on your shared communication sort of thread, I guess we'll call it, There is a message that appears from Celia Cloudkill. As the driver kind of pulls out into a larger road, you can see just over top you these kind of 3 vertical layers of vehicles, some of them waiting in traffic, some of them just moving above you. You can see people racing out to and from their jobs. You are all hitting the road at about 1 p.m. And so people kind of rushing in for lunch from their various destinations. You are all driving through the ever-present mist of Aquadyne. You can see dripping condensation that just runs across many surfaces, reflecting the neon and LED lights. The message reads, "Thanks for reaching out. I'd be interested in meeting, but my commitment to my current employer and team makes my availability limited. I fully understand if this is not possible, but I could next meet today at 6 p.m. after my shift. At the Flavor Cafe, across from the tattoo shop in the Rust Gardens. Either way, I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you, Celia Cloudkill." As you read this message, is there anything that you are all doing? You're kind of driving to the Rust Gardens. If any of you kind of glance over the console at the GPS system that is in the center of the dashboard for the driver, you can see you're maybe like 45 minutes away.
I want us to remember our character Piranda Measley in case you'd like a cover, Theo.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna interview her.
Theo's going down as idealist right now, but yeah, he's got that one in the bag too in case you need to pull that one out. But I don't know if Theo would like consult the group on this, but David will. I'm assuming that it's a yes, right? We're gonna.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Good work. Yeah, Theo.
Great job.
Yeah, Theo's.
I like the idea that you did all that, then it's like, all right, let's ghost this bitch. Right?
Yeah, it's like, well, obviously I'm not going to respond.
She needs 2 more rounds of interviews.
Dystopia.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, Theo is going to respond in a very, senior recruiter type of way. Great to hear, exclamation point. And, that location works perfect for me. Can't wait to talk to you about this role. That kind of vibe.
Sure.
Right? Yeah.
And you get a message back almost immediately, which is a little pin dropped in the Rust Gardens on your map, marking off a little coffee shop that is sort of on a corner. This is where they had said that they could meet.
And you said this was the Flavor Cafe, is that what you said?
Flavor Caf.
The Flavor Cafe.
Flavor
for ball.
So in Seethe, coffee is a hard thing to come by outside of the Halo, and so Synth Caf is really what most people drink.
Sure.
Flavor
Or
Caf
energy
is
drinks.
essentially Mary Lou's, which is a place where
Nice.
you can
I love
inject a
them.
million different flavors into your coffee, quote unquote coffee.
Okay. And this is in the Rust Gardens, right?
Correct.
All right, love me some caffeine. I'm excited to go to this place.
We need to bring her in, of her own will. She's run away once before. She'll run away again. We need to make the pitch to her that this is her chance to normalize things with her father so he doesn't keep sending people after her.
We can't seem desperate, though.
The driver's in the car, right?
Correct.
So I'm assuming you're saying this over the mind link?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because, he actively told, he works.
He might snitch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that he's going to snitch, but it's, if I ask someone to go do something and then they're actively talking about,
Yeah.
not doing it and doing, honestly,
I'm saying we bring her in. We just bring her in of
okay.
her own volition. She needs to believe that she's coming in. We're not kidnapping her to bring her back to her father.
So, here's the thing. I was thinking, I don't know, you can't spook them, right?
Mhm.
You can't, come out and start saying that, right?
Oh, of course.
I don't know how much of a fishing line I'm gonna leave out for her in terms of playing the recruiter game. I don't want to just come out and say hey, I'm actually here, to talk to you about your dad and shit like that. But I kind of, I don't know. I'm stuck between keeping the veil up and trying to gauge what I can in terms of So tell me about where you're from. Are you from Aquadyne? Because if she
I
lies
have an
about
idea.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I imagine that's Theo and Sagan kind of looking at each other, but through the mind link, not actually verbalizing. So it's a lot of kind of making these motions, and all of a sudden, Nick's out loud. I have an idea between the two of you.
Grape juice is better than strawberry juice.
Hey.
Okay, so in the mind link that we have. I'm gonna say this.
You're whispering in the mind link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm whispering, even though it's pointless.
Theo tries
You're
to
being
listen
very
harder.
secretive right now.
So
Good job.
I think that you should still appear to be the interviewer and
Sure.
do not collapse that facade.
Right.
And then Vlali could be another customer at the coffee shop, and she could bump in to her as she's waiting for her interview, or maybe after her interview, strike up a conversation. 2 separate scenarios, so she doesn't think that they're related at all, and you can gain her confidence, her trust.
I love that idea. And I think
Out loud, Vlali's like, we all know I am not good at talking to people.
Maybe we should have. I mean, just
You're
over
pretty
the
good. You're pretty good.
over the mind link. I'll go. Maybe we should have Monk do this.
yeah,
You're a gregarious guy.
I have some ideas that we could do. From the mind frame of this person, I think we have 2 trains of thought. David's idea of basically trying to bring this person in. Theo's idea.
That's his middle name.
Yeah.
It's Theo David.
Apparently, my middle name is David.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't want to tell
Theo,
you.
David, Theo.
But I think
You grew up going as David.
Type it hyphenated.
They call me Teddy, right? TNG.
Yeah.
I think what we have to kind of maybe present this issue is that maybe we're the lesser of 2 evils here. If I had someone named Colossus coming after me and someone offered to help me, hey, you know what? I might take that offer,
Yeah. I think,
Here's
I think all that's good. I think we need to let her go back to where she feels safe, but keep eyes on her, just so we know where she is.
Yeah.
I can do that. I can do that. I'll turn invisible and
Tracking
Follow her.
device. Actually,
if you guys have a tracking device and think you can plant it on her, go for it. But I think
don't.
Yeah,
I
well,
have the spell locate,
you could do that, and you could
but it's
also
only 500
like give
feet.
portray yourself as somebody who also is in fear, and maybe she takes you back to the hiding spot.
Ooh, so you mean like I'm also being hunted by this person named Colossus?
Mhm.
That's an idea. What do you guys think?
that's fair.
Uh,
I think it
Like,
might be
if
a bit
you're-
hard.
that's a
Wait,
very
what?
specific.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you were on the run from a hitman named Colossus, and someone showed up and said, "Hey, I know you're on the run," or say like, "Hey, a hitman named Colossus is after me," I don't know. That feels very
But
like.
more like he bumps into her at the
Come
coffee
get into my
shop.
white van.
But
Yeah.
Colossus only has
Yeah.
to
Be
do
like,
with
I'm-
Chrome. Colossus has nothing to do with Celia.
No,
Those are
I think
separate.
he's the I think he's connected to the mafia that he's.
How?
Lucian is employing multiple
Yeah.
search parties. One of
Yeah.
whom is Colossus.
Oh.
One of whom is
Yeah.
So he's connected to the mafia. Or
Yeah.
You could like
most
bump
likely.
into her crying, and then
He's-
explain to her that you're running away.
From
I-
what you have all heard, Colossus is very much like Chrome Dream, a fixer who probably coordinates multiple other crews.
Yep.
Similar to Chrome Dream, probably has their hands in multiple different schemes at once. And so,
He's out of Gravitas, right? He's located in
Yeah.
as far as you
Gravitas
guys know, you've
Neon-drenched.
heard that, yes.
Yeah.
Here's an idea. Just a thought. Monk, you go a little early, or go a little later. Either way, see if you can engage her. Just try to do a story on her or something.
Yeah.
Get background info. See what she's all about.
I
Just
don't
get
know.
her talking.
She's not going to want a story.
She doesn't have. All right. She doesn't have social media presence. She's actively attempting to hide her tracks. She's not going to want to talk to a reporter. I can go ahead and tell you that right now. for
Probably
free.
not.
So, here's my opinion. The play here is, I go in.
Yeah.
And Theo will think real quick for a second before he asks. How many of you have legitimate jobs? And he looks at Lolly and thinks of how the last time he had to help her on an interview for a legitimate job from In Greed. And
Yes.
it's like, all right, let me back up here.
Yeah.
So when you're going through this real corporate recruiting process, right? Sometimes you get those people who are right down to business, and sometimes you get those really upbeat people who just want to talk and say, "So, where are you from? Are you local, or did you come from one of the other areas? Oh, that's great. We have a corporate location at this place. We also have one on the Neon Fringe." Right, and then he looks right at the camera and says, like, the 2 areas where we think she's been cited twice, right?
Mhm.
Which one would be a better fit for you? On top of that, we start asking,
I would give 4 options, not 2, or else that's too obvious.
We can throw in a third one just to kind of like mix it up a little bit,
Mhm.
but we do know that she's been sighted around both of those areas, Fringe and the Gardens. So on top of that, if she starts lying right off the bat when I say, "Oh, so are you local? Are you from here?" If she says she's from Baylor's Syndicate area, okay, she's letting out the truth. But if she's lying off the bat, never been there before, or like I've been here, born and raised, we know that she's actively trying to like avoid that, right? Not just kind of like, oh, I'm here on my own, I don't want to talk to my dad, as opposed to like I'm actively don't want anything to do with it. So I don't know. I can try to weave in a little bit of social engineering, but I like the idea of someone. David does not endorse this, of someone following her to where she lives so that, we get an active location on her.
What you're saying, Theo,
If
is
you're
we need
trying
to
to make
stalk
friends.
a single woman in the city.
Right. To potentially abduct her. Yes.
Sagan is 100% down.
And it's better to do it in the dark because that way you won't get caught.
Right.
Absolutely.
I
Anyone
think
have a
one
white
of the
van?
women should do it. Are you female?
Yeah.
I'm good at sneaking, but I cannot go invisible. I can follow her home.
Look,
I can go invisible as well.
yeah,
I cannot.
I'm like the opposite of invisible.
yeah. I'm good with whoever wants to go, but I have a unique ability to know where I've been. So,
Fine, you follow like a creep.
yep. People have called me a creep. People have called me a mega creep, ultra creep. Anyway,
Who?
moving back.
What the fuck happened?
Listen, you live homeless for a few. Whatever, doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. Oh my god.
Anyway,
Are you
I
a
like
sex
that-
offender?
no.
Are you on a list?
No, I just look like one. Another conversation we've had a lot.
So for this whole drive, you guys have been quiet out loud, and all of a sudden the driver turns around because there's just a lot of shifting happening in the seat as this conversation kind of spirals out of control. You can see you have been leaving the area that you had been in behind you. The sort of glow in the canals disappears as the runoff disappears beneath layers of rusting infrastructure. The blue glow that you have seen all around you from various LEDs slowly gives away to warmer colors. Most of this, as you kind of drive along, there's just darkness sometimes on either side of you, and then out of that darkness, rising up will be these rust-red steel skeletons. Thick bundles of pipes that just snake overhead, carrying nutrients or water. You can see marked on the pipes the different continents. There are giant hydroponic towers that climb up and into the darkness, stacked with thousands of trays of these genetically modified vegetables, pale in the darkness here, fed by glowing irrigation lines that kind of link from one to the next to the next. Yeah.
So I want to submit a headline. So I kind of want to give the idea that this is not a great day for people to be outside. That way, in case we do get into combat, there's less of people kind of being witnesses, and we have to deal with the local. I forget what the police. What is the local police in Aquadine?
In Aquadine, this is the environmental control
the
authority.
environmental control. So I was thinking, my headline I'm going to put out is a local on the 8s kind of situation, and I'm going to give a temperature update. What's the real temperature right now in Aquadine?
In Aquadine, it's probably a pretty balmy, like 80 degrees.
Okay.
It's humid here.
Okay, so I'm going to do Aquadine 80 degrees, and then I'm going to put Real Feel 90 degrees, Real Feel Shade 93 degrees, and then Real Feel, which is just for fishing, for people who just have like a really good like catch on like a fish or something that day.
Real feel.
Yeah.
That's like 120 degrees.
There you go.
Jeez. Fishing is a hot activity.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you do all this,
I'm trying to make it seem more hot so people don't want to go
you
outside.
have media lore, correct?
Yes.
Go ahead and make a media lore check.
Ooh, that's a nice touch.
That's an 8 plus 12.
So 20 total.
Yes.
Okay. And one thing I got to do also is hand out hero points. I got to figure out where I put them.
Also, thank you for these
The
dies,
phone's
Olive. Very
Yeah,
pretty.
your cute little
Nice.
pink stars.
That's
So
very
as
cool.
you go down this path, these are for you. Monk, you submit this article, kind of sending us off. And who are you sending this to?
I'm submitting it to kind of like the local area of Aquadine. My audience is really for people who are the outgoing people who are going out on the street, people who are very much like the place we just went to, like people who are part of the arts and cultures guide, people who are foodies, people who are concerned parents who have to like make sure their kids wear sunscreen. Like very much my target audience is people who are outgoing and going to be out in the public because I want to make sure there's less people in the public.
It sounds like the Waltham Facebook group. But
Yeah.
okay, so you do this, you submit this to Social Flow EMAG, which really to this general vicinity, not just Rust Gardens, but many parts of this lower southern Aquadine area. People will read this EMAG and potentially be affected by it. You send this off.
And I just want to say real quick, real feel is a fake measurement. It is not a real. There's tons of meteorologists online are just like, this is a total bullshit thing that the weather company has made up.
I think, yes. But now we have a real feel in Seethe also.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you do
We
that.
have 4.
Is there anything else that anybody is doing as you drive along this 45 minutes?
I have something that is very side quest related, so I'm going to wait until if someone else has something more important.
We should probably email her back. Sorry. We should probably email her back.
I think we did.
We did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we did.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Theo's because you said it's going to be about 2 by the time we get there, so we'll have
Yep.
it was 6 p.m. when she's ready.
You'll have about 4 hours to kind of scout the area, do anything else that you
That's
want to
exactly
do
what
there.
Theo was thinking. Yeah.
I'm considering this downtime, so she's going to check in on her Ingrid application, and then also wants to talk to Jax.
Sure. So no hits on your Ingrid application. It's been a very short amount of time.
Damn.
It's also the
day.
weekend, I believe. No, it's Monday now. It's 11 a.m. on a Monday. So
She's stressing.
you've had it on for Sunday.
Well, Val is
You
doing
just
that.
got a sponsored
I'm just going to
message.
shave real quick. I forgot to shave
Okay.
this morning.
Ew.
Absolutely. So in this car, it's a pretty smooth ride, but it's not like you have a ton of room. And with
Yeah.
Sagan occupying part of this kind of double road arrangement, it's challenging.
Yeah.
You kind of have to go.
Nix is helping me.
Yeah,
Nix
okay.
always helps with my personal grooming.
If you say so. The artificial rain falls in uneven bursts around, and as you drive through these streets, it is a little challenging to get an even shave, but eventually you do.
Nice.
Who are you calling?
I mean, I'm just talking to Jax. So she
Oh,
says
okay.
she'll like lean forward. I imagine she's like sitting in one of the middle seats, and she'll like lean forward with her head. Because it's like a taxi ride, so there's like a block between.
It's like a taxi on the front forward, then almost like a little mini limo behind, because it's
Yeah.
that U shape.
Oh yeah. So she'll like go up to the driver and she'll be, Jax, when's your birthday?
Where is this coming from?
Because it was Jasper's birthday and there was big party, pipe fire cookout. Are they going to do the same for you?
Oh, I mean, it wasn't for Jasper's birthday. That's just because, again, that whole area was low on water, and so there was a space available. It also happened to be Jasper's birthday, but yeah,
Oh.
I'm sure they'll do something.
When is next pipe fire cookout?
Probably in 2 cycles. So the first cycle of, or the first Monday of next cycle.
How many days is that?
So there are 4 weeks in every cycle,
Oh, wow.
and there are 12 cycles. You are currently on the 3rd Monday of the 3rd cycle. So 2 weeks from now.
Oh, so they happen often.
Yeah, damn.
We should go to next one, yeah.
If you guys are in a position to do that, this happened to work out pretty well. But you're working. This is not like a social club.
I
you
know we on job, but that was nice. I had good time.
Serious. When are you ever going to party and live?
Well, I mean, listen, if you guys are successful with this, you're moving up in the world. You're going to have a lot more ownership over what you do and who you see and what you want to spend your money on. You'll have money. I mean, that's going to be pretty cool.
But also answer question.
What was the question?
When's your birthday?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Wait.
Because you don't need to know that.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. We are going to celebrate. I'm making a promise to you. We are going to celebrate your birthday.
The partition just goes up.
I'm going to just give it like a glance to Val. But we're doing this.
We make one up for him.
Oh, I love it!
Ahead, you can see that there are massive shapes beginning to arise out of the darkness. About 45 minutes has passed, and ahead, colossal steel shutters, each about large enough to seal an entire skyscraper behind it, you can see rise up out of the dark, sort of becoming almost the entire right-hand side of your view. You can see it splits. Maybe 5 minutes further of driving, you can see a seam in this massive wall where gears are exposed. This whole giant piece of steel moves. You can see a huge track where this thing, probably about 20 feet thick, slides along dozens of motorized trains. You can see there are huge machines that are moving behind these blast doors. Massive. You could fly this cab between the gears of some of these things. Some of these multiple stories tall, each tooth of these gears larger than this hover car. Within this place, there is something that thums with this huge rhythm as you drive every now and then. Thum. You feel this vibration roll through the street, even beneath the hover coils of this vehicle. Thum. As you move. But you go beneath an overpass. There are hundreds of candles that flicker before these kind of steel support columns. Yeah.
I want to do an investigation, which doesn't exist here.
Perception.
Yeah, on this thudding? Thrumming?
Thudding.
Yeah, it's like a thudding. But what are you?
What is it? What's happening?
It's the
Those
purge.
are
That's
massive gears.
probably more of like a lore check.
Yeah. It's the purge, probably.
Do you have some kind of a lore relating to that? Maybe lore in, I would say, like engineering.
Oh, it's definitely
Probably
the purge.
not.
It's probably the purge cycle happening for sure. If it's the engineering.
I have crafting. Do I think it's something mechanical?
It is something mechanical. You can make a crafting check. It is going to be a very high DC
Okay.
to think about it from that point of view.
I want to know what the sound is before we move on. I rolled terribly. 11.
It is the sound of machinery.
Okay.
You can see as you pass beneath this bridge with dozens of flickering candles above it, you can see welded gears and broken tools and little handwritten prayers around this makeshift shrine that you pass beneath. There are workers in grease-stained coveralls that are kind of attending to this place. You actually pass and see a robed figure kind of slowly painting lubricant onto one of these gears. There are people maintaining these machines kind of off on all sides. And as the hover car rounds one final corner, suddenly all of this machinery and this rust gives way to a bustling commercial avenue. It is like as you turn the corner, suddenly life just carries on here. There's this huge machinery off to the right, and then just neon flickering all down the street in front of you. You see neon signs that flicker to life against these rusted steel facades. They say things like the Cry Armory, the Inker and the Alchemist, the Flavor Calf Cafe. And in fact, as you look, Theo, where that little pin was dropped on the map, marks this place exactly.
Can I do a perception check? Is there a lot of people out today?
Make a perception check. I would say for free, there's a few, but not a ton.
I want to see if my article worked. That's a 2. Plus, what's my perception now? Because I leveled up. Sorry. I normally have it on top of my head. Where is initiative?
On the right?
He uses
I'm
a
just
weird
gonna say
website.
it's 7. Oh wait, no, here we go. Oh yeah, it is 7. Cool.
Okay.
7.
Total
So
of
9.
9. Okay, total of 9. You look out, and as you do, you're kind of passing between these places. The driver eases his taxi over to the curb right behind a big van. Your whole vision is kind of swallowed up by that. And he kills the engine. Outside, you can hear the steady heartbeat of this machine in the distance, just over the music, over the sounds of passing cars. This is a sound that in this region is always present. But the driver turns around, puts the partition down again, and says, "All right, we're here. I can wait in the car. Just let me know when you're ready to go. If we have to leave quickly, just try to give me a heads up again."
So it's like 2:30, and she's not coming until 6, right?
It's about 3 p.m., yeah.
Okay.
Theo's got an errand to run, but he's assuming we're going to do like some light reconnaissance around the area
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, if we got stuff to do or anything like that, I would assume now's a good time.
Yeah. I'll if we're all in agreement, I'll just kind of say, yeah, we don't meet. I mean, we have a meeting with a target at around 6, so we shouldn't need any big problem. I mean, there shouldn't be any big problems before then.
You think?
But you know,
Yeah, maybe.
Don't get kidnapped.
in general, don't get kidnapped.
Maybe me and
No
Sagan,
kidnapping.
because we both can go invisible, we can kind of stake out the area and kind of keep an eye on things.
Okay, I go inside and sit in coffee shop for 5 hours.
Do you want to do anything else with the $2.5 grand that
Are you
got?
gonna buy anything? Or you used to be one of those people who bums in a coffee shop and does
She 100% would be.
I
Can I have a water, please?
You have a bunch of extra credits too. That's right.
Yeah.
From the
I
chili
could
thing.
buy stuff. Okay,
Chili
maybe
thing, the
I
fucking coffee
find
thing.
armory. Maybe I find. I don't know. I guess I go lurking.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I got an errand to run too, but I'm
Do you
assuming.
want
got
company?
I
What
got
is
some
your
errand.
errand?
Theo, before you go, you remember that Frollo guy from Axiom Relay?
I do actually.
You want to keep him as a contact?
What?
Yeah, we didn't get his info. Do you want to keep him as a contact, or you want me to take care of that?
The fuck are you talking about?
Okay, David's gonna ask. Which one was Frollo?
Was he
Frollo's
the ant
the-
guy?
He was the ant guy
Okay,
that we
yeah,
saved
yeah.
from falling to his death.
I think we
Oh,
did get his
that
contact.
guy.
He
Yeah.
did get his
Yeah.
contact because
Yeah.
Oh, he did
you were
get his
gonna
contact.
you were
Yeah.
gonna help
Alright.
him out later.
Here, quick, sign this.
What does it
It's
say?
it's a note that just says from your friends in management.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What the fuck is
You're
that?
gonna send him a gift.
It's the ant
Okay.
guy that we recognized from the walkway.
When Theo did his Mission Impossible thing with and rappelled down the
Yes.
the guy that I saved
Mhm.
who was on the glass.
Oh yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah,
bar.
yeah. Is
that
he
guy.
here?
no.
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 He's just doing some like light RP
doing-
to like.
I'm doing
Oh.
some other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Theo will say it's pretty boring. I don't think it's really up your alley, but I mean, yeah, if you want to come with me, I don't mind.
Well, it is. Okay, fine. I'll go.
Got to get cleaned up for an interview.
Oh yes.
Ah.
Right. I forgot about that. Good to hear. And yes.
So me and Sagan will hang out, and
Yeah.
you guys are gonna. What are you doing next?
Nick,
So-
you want to come with us? I got a question. I mean, got some questions for you.
Sure, but
Alright.
I did have an idea during the interview. I could stand outside as like a fire performer and see if anybody follows her or arrives with her. And
Yeah.
You're gonna do poi.
That's a nice idea. You could be like.
Wait, yeah, lol. That's hilarious.
You could be like a beggar
Wait,
for
what'd
like
you say?
coins.
It's called poi.
Poi?
Is what that is.
Oh.
Yeah.
You could have like a little
Like,
bucket
yeah.
for collecting
Yeah.
creds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Venmo.
Oh, there you go. Got the QR code in there.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so that's the plan. and
It's
I'll-
actually one of her scars is a QR code.
Damn.
right here.
So, for this kind of, I guess we'll call this kind of like downtime.
Yeah.
As you're spending some time in Rust Gardens, we'll start with you, David, and kind of go around the table. What are you looking to do?
So Theo, who's got kind of messy, shaggy brown hair, and he's got his fish hair going on, needs to find a barbershop that can potentially clean him up a little bit. And on top of that, so he's got his trench coat style with his kind of regular shirt and like tactical pants going on, but he needs to go find what is essentially Brooks Brothers,
Nice.
right? And
Men's Warehouse.
yeah, Men's Warehouse. And he doesn't need a tailored suit, but like they're gonna have a shirt, jacket, tie.
Why don't you get some glasses too?
Yeah, we could do that. Get
Yeah.
some glasses.
So this is a place where it might be kind of hard to get a nice suit. As you look around in this place, everybody here, well, give me 1 second here. You have.
It does not have to be nice. It just
button-up shirt.
yeah, because you can buy button-up shirt and tie at Walmart.
Yeah.
This is true. There is no Walmart here.
Is there Kmart?
I would say the
Or is
thing
it
that
like
kind of
bazaar
draws your
stalls?
attention the most, there's a little starfish market. It's like a supermarket.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You can see it is on the corner of a narrow intersection, just a little bit further away from the rest of these stores. You can see there is like overhead nutrient pipes that disappear into the surrounding sort of structures. It is a weathered steel exterior, and you can see this sort of like neon starfish that is wrapped around a shopping basket on the very top of this building. The arms all just flicker intermittently, making it look like it's almost waving at you. You can see in here shelves are packed with vegetables that are still glistening with hydroponic condensation. There is cultured meat that is here. And then in the very back, there's like a little pharmacy-like section where maybe there is like some clothes, but you suspect probably not like suits or button-down shirts.
That's all right. If Theo can get like
Could you pay somebody off the street?
if Theo could get a collared shirt and like decent slacks, that's fine. You can make that work. Just a collar shirt and some decent slacks, and then outside of that, just a barber shop or something.
So easy enough, I would say, for like 10 credits. You can get it comes in like one of those shrink wrap bags, completely shrink sealed. It's a shirt that doesn't quite fit. It's like it's big enough and everything. It's like the neck could be a little bit tighter. It's off the rack. Yeah. And then you find a pair of pants that fit you perfect.
Can Theo find like a thin, just like thin collared jacket? It doesn't have to be a heavy jacket.
Blazer?
Just some. No, not a blazer. Like a. Not a bomber jacket. I don't know the word I'm looking for here.
Like a biker jacket?
Not a biker jacket.
I'm thinking of a windbreaker.
Yeah, it can be a windbreaker. Just something that is not like overly formal, because if the shirt is too large, what you want to do is pull it around the sides and make sure it's taut so that it looks taut in the front. And then you throw the jacket on so that it hides the bunch up of shirt in the back.
That's smart.
Love that. Do for me a society check and take a +8 conditional modifiers. You really think this through. Been here before.
Society, right? Mm-hmm. And with a +8?
Yep.
Well, after our level up, that's a 31.
Holy
damn.
So yeah, no problem. You were able to find a jacket. In fact, as you're kind of looking around, there is this tawny furred patra, which is like almost like a cat person. You can see wearing like a green apron over rolled up sleeves. There's this pencil tucked behind their ear. They would come over and like ask you what you were looking for and find for you this kind of jacket. It is, unfortunately, a Starfish Market jacket, but you can just kind of peel the little label off and just have this generic seafoam jacket.
Yeah, generic seafoam jacket works.
There you go.
Excuse me, Starfish Market, I have supermarket.
It is a supermarket.
You need to get something to eat too while we're here.
There's food there.
You are going to buy, right?
Buy what?
Our food.
Why would I do that?
Because you won the, whatever it was, sauce off? Is that what it was called?
Sauce off.
Sauce off.
Sauce off.
Sauce off.
Yeah, isn't that what you won?
Yes, I have lots of money.
Okay.
All right, I pay for your lunch. Sure.
I could have gone in two directions.
I appreciate it. That's
So here in the Starfish Market, there is no printable food. This is like fresh produce that has been hydroponically grown nearby. And so the food, pretty good. You can actually get, if you want to pay not a whole lot of money, there's vacuum sealed algae protein shakes that you can get. There are these very alien looking fruits that glow softly beneath display lamps. There are glass jars of spices that line the entire wall in neat rainbow order. There are little handwritten signs where the Patra has written out little recipes instead of discounts. There's a lot of food that you can get here. Near the front counter, there is hot soup, there is sandwiches, and there is even fresh from the can bread that have kind of all been set up around this kind of warming station.
From the canned bread. Wow, I haven't seen this since I was a child.
I was to say, they don't make them like this anymore.
Wow. I would like to go through the rows of food and pick up everything I need for Sarkasian black sauce, but also canned bread.
Okay, canned bread is surprisingly cheap. Maybe not surprising.
Or whatever, a fresh starfish. Like, what is the lobster equivalent of what's happening
Soggy
here?
bread.
Probably like a lobster. You could
Wow,
real
crustacean. Insect of the sea.
Are you buying that as
so
a pet
a single lobster is probably right around the order of like 85 credits.
It's going to be more with the real field being real hot today.
Yeah.
Ew.
Now I see that you're buying in your shopping
yeah,
cart.
she's got a shopping cart full of random fucking shit.
He's gonna say, all right, I thought you meant like to eat before the mission, and I don't know, Theo will look like not like a noodle shop.
That's
right?
what this animal and
Some street food.
She eats vending machine food. What do you think?
There's food here in the Starfish Market. Then you also see across the street there is a weathered greenhouse, steel and reinforced glass. There is a neon sign that flickers between a stylized green leaf and a sort of puff of smoke, and then the words Green Mist Dispensary in that order. These are kind of the only places that have anything that resembles food, though the food from the dispensary likely comes with some side effects.
All right, never mind. Maybe 5. Is there any, like, I don't know, made, like, you know how if you go to Star Market, they have the wing bar?
Yeah, there's hot soup, there's sandwiches, there's fresh bread. You can find, they're not chicken wings, but they're like a synthetic version. The bone is just like a little piece of wood that you can just kind of pull out.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Theo will get some chicken wings and, I don't know, some synthetic ranch.
Well,
They are called chicken things, and they are
Nice.
vaguely chicken flavored.
Do you want chicken things or not?
no, I have whole crustacean.
You're just going to eat that, right?
You're holding the shittiest possible protein. It is protein in quotes. And next to you, Lolly is holding, still kind of like moving in the shrink wrap, like an actual lobster. Something that is like a gourmet menu item.
But you're going to eat that raw. Is that correct? You're just going to eat it right now?
I do it how locals eat it. I don't know. I've never been here before.
Do we see any locals just eating a
No,
lobster?
definitely. This is the only lobster. There's like maybe 2 other lobsters. They've been there for some time. You can actually see signs that they've been freshly packed today. So probably they are like released into a tank at night and then brought back here. Nobody is buying these. And so people like, you can see like kind of eyeing up Vlali as they walk into
You
what is
ask how
essentially
I
like
eat
a
these.
Bronx 7-Eleven and order caviar.
Yes.
I would be careful, Wally. Maybe
Yeah,
you could do something a little bit less.
Theo does a once left, once right.
I think
And
they were
says,
alone.
I don't see any locals eating the lobster.
Maybe it's pet and not food.
So are you still going to eat it then?
I don't know anymore.
Look, they got
I can't
soup.
put it back.
They got soup over there. I mean, yeah,
Literally can't.
maybe, yeah. I guess a pet could work, but do you want some soup? Do you want some chicken things? Do
No,
you want
I
some-
committed to this crazy legs.
That doesn't mean you're gonna eat it. Though. Theo says, "Are you gonna
committed.
eat it?" Or, oh, you are. Okay.
Yes.
Are you,
What
okay.
do
You
we eat?
hear indecision in Volley's voice. I'm still not sure.
Yeah, she's looking at it and like its legs, like.
Team mascot.
All right.
Hey.
Lolly, look. You know. I
You get your fucking soup. I get my gourmet lobster fish.
Theo's gonna look at the lobster for just like a second or two and say, "Take a bite."
Not here. We go outside and eat. It's inappropriate to eat inside.
Oh my
So, okay, I was planning to like, hey, we'll sit down for a little bit. I'll try to find.
I'll bring
reputable
it to
barber
coffee
shop.
shop and eat it there.
You're gonna eat. You're gonna take.
it's like the guy who heats up fish in the microwave, but like 10 times worse.
This is low profile Valinka.
We had a person in my Bio 101 class who brought, it was like a hot pot that automatically stirred, and they would warm soup up in class. And I thought that was a genius move, but I would never think
Thank
In my head
to eat a
canon,
lobster.
Valley gets like a bunch of like, you know how in New Orleans when they just put down newspapers on the
Oh, yeah.
countertop? Imagine Valley just like does that, just pours out everything on the countertop.
I have Circassian black sauce with me and I eat it with that.
You have the ingredients to Sarkeesian black sauce.
Yes.
So what you're saying is you're going to light a fire somewhere, attempt to create this sauce without.
You
your
think too
par-
hard.
Hey, I got fire. I know I'm not here, but
And-
just remember I got fire.
You're going to create the sauce, and then you're going to eat this.
I'm done.
Still
I want to find weapons, not this.
okay.
I want to go shopping in Walmart for guns.
Yeah.
Well,
She just leaves.
Are you just
on
putting
everything.
this lobster on the shelf and just walking away?
No, she has it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
She has
90
to-
credits for the lobster and all of the 5 credits for the ingredients of that
Okay.
Sarkeesian sauce.
As we move on, I guess we're just going to part ways for a little bit. Thea will text you. She's going to go look for guns, and Thea's going to go find a barbershop.
Okay. So you head over to the closest thing to a barbershop here, which is the Inker and Alchemist. It is a, as you walk into this place, it is overgrown with like living vines. There are little petals that have bloomed in soft blues and violets and warm golds. beneath this artificial rain that falls around all over the place. There are hundreds of glass bottles in here that sway overhead from the branches and from these vines, each of them filled with shimmering liquid that catches the neon lights like suspended stars. And as you enter here, you can smell coffee and damp earth and medicinal herbs. You can also hear just the quiet buzz of a tattoo machine. Inside, there is a very unusual looking individual. They stand over 6 feet tall. They have incredibly long limbs. And instead of skin, it is almost as if they have bark. This very smooth, pale, sycamore-like bark with faint emerald veins that are visible just beneath the surface, almost like living sap. You see these long willow-like tendrils threaded with tiny white orchids that gently sway, almost like hair behind them. They are, I would say, you've never heard of a species like this before, but they turn kind of to regard you. This is the person who is tattooing a square of synthetic flesh, kind of just practicing their craft here.
Okay.
And it is quite good. And this tattoo that they are practicing glows faintly with bioluminescence. But this individual just kind of nods to you. The flowers bloom briefly, and as the pollen just into the air, as it touches on your skin, you can hear her voice. As she says, "I'll be with you in a moment."
No problem.
And you can hear again just this begin, but we'll get back to you in a second.
Sure.
Nix, what are you doing?
I'm with these guys. Sagan had some questions for me.
Okay.
So
Second to Nix.
I'm just following
I
along.
looked around for the like drone post box.
Yep. There's one on the corner.
Okay, I go over there with Nix and I go, okay, Nix,
I'm gonna be with them too.
this is really important. How the fuck do you use these things? I do not understand computers.
Oh man, old
What the-
man Sagan can't
the
use
fuck?
technology.
I have all these things, and I pull out all these like trinkets from my bag. I'm like, all these things I want to send to people, but like, what
Okay,
the fuck?
You see the red wire and the red hole? You're
Okay,
just going to put the red wire in the red hole.
okay,
Right? And then the blue with the blue.
okay,
And then don't touch the green. I'll do that.
okay. All right.
You might as well be speaking Seethe to him.
I-
He
I
doesn't
guess-
understand this.
That's a really hard.
So is it good? Do I?
I'll tinker around.
Right. All right.
Make
So,
you feel like you actually did it. But
what? Oh, I click this button now.
yeah!
Oh, congratulations.
Prints out a little label.
Oh, you're so smart.
So I send out.
Not even a label. So this box looks kind of like a post box. There is almost like an LED screen on the top. And as finally Nix like touches it, it lights up. And there is just like a whole, almost like a self-service counter at like a post office.
Mhm.
And it isn't that it prints out a label. You place the item in, and you can see at the bottom, there is the flat top of like a drone. You imagine that like once you place this in and you place your order, this drone will just literally lift out of the box and take off, beginning to deliver this package almost immediately.
Okay. I have so while we were driving everywhere, I was crafting little trinkets, nothing fancy or valuable, just stuff for different people that we've come across.
Nice.
So I've got stuff for something for Rusgar, the bouncer outside of the Chrome Dreams
That I,
bar.
Because I
Yeah.
accidentally
Yeah.
poisons almost.
Yeah. Chrome Dream, something for Frollo, something from Jurgelblung, Orificio, and Metrius. And I can go through all of these if people want me to just like talk about them, or I can just like hand over the list of like small trinkets.
Who was the last person?
Metrius, the elder at the Matrius. Sorry.
Like mattress.
Yes. The elder in the pipe fire cookout.
Okay.
You
No
have one
problem.
for Harjan.
No, fuck him. I really did not like
Yeah.
Harjahan.
What are you gonna get for Chrome Dream?
For Chrome Dream, so I have this like necklace that's like two-sided. It's slightly magnetized. One side is silver and says highly competent and in control. And then you flip it around, the other side is black and it says no time for nonsense.
Phenomenal.
And it's slightly magnetized, so like I don't know if she's like ferromagnetic, but like she could put it on and be like, oh, my mood is like, oh yeah, I'm in control.
It's
Fuck
like
you
I like
guys.
that.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
I like that.
dishwasher clean.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. So that's 6 packages that I count.
Yes.
1 to Rugar, 1 to Frollo, 1 to Yurgelblong, 1 to Orificio,
Mhm.
1 to Matrias, and then 1 to Chrome Dream.
That's correct.
That is going to run you, given their locations, a total of 40 credits.
Yeah. happy to
Before he does that, can I sleight of hand help him with some computer stuff to sign my name on the Chrome Dream package as well?
Oh yeah, it's
Is your goal to do it without him knowing? Like trying to be like you show up to a wedding without a gift and you're like, and me. Like,
yeah.
Okay, very cool.
It was kind of signed Skullrunners.
Oh, okay.
So it's Skullrunners. and like, okay.
And,
Never mind.
I love that.
Skullrunners.
So you just keep in the generic skull runner.
Yeah, we'll keep
Yeah.
this here. Sir.
You kind of sneak over at one point and you look and you get ready to sign your name, but already it's been attributed to
Okay.
you. So you're safe. You're safe. problem.
Yeah, the only ones that aren't attributed to like Skullrunners. So Orificio and Matrias are both like personal notes from me, and then Frollo has a note from Theo, and Yurgelblong has a note from Piranda Mesley.
There was Yurgelblong has the
Yeah,
note for.
and I have all this written down if you want.
I got it too.
Yeah, all right.
Where's the bouncer is just going straight to the bouncer, presumably?
Yeah,
What's the bouncer's thing?
the bouncer. The bouncer is getting a little Precious Moments figurine that is like wagging its finger, and it says, "Be kind, stay in line," and it's from your friends, the Skullrunners.
That's pretty good. Okay. So, for you, Nix, as you follow Sagan to do this, you're kind of standing there, and you have to put the package in. You have to type everything out. Goes off. There is like a 10-second cooldown as like there's like this machinery, almost like a automated pizza maker, except it is printing the next drone to like deliver the next package. So it does take probably about like 40 minutes to do all of this, mailing package after package after package, but no problem.
Yeah.
Monk, what are you doing?
So I'm with these guys, but I think the plan was to set up like a post to watch out for people.
Yeah, and once we're done, I'm all yours.
I'm thinking, where are you gonna be for your?
I'm gonna be outside in the street, but close enough to the door so I can see who goes in or stands outside.
Okay. So you're gonna be in the street. I guess I can post up in the coffee shop.
Okay.
And I'll go there and I'll try to get ahead of try to see like if there's any like sketchy or like weirdos or just like any people who are just kind of ne'er-do-wells.
You make your way over to this gleaming white cube. Of every building in this place, this one
Yeah.
stands out the most.
And I'll do you guys want to come with? Or?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
yeah.
So all three of you, after your kind of printing adventure, you go to this place where the exterior walls are lined with transparent tubes that carry brightly colored syrups across the surface, almost giving it this Willy Wonka look on top of this gleaming white structure. You can see every few seconds there are bursts of steam that kind of emanate from the vents behind this place before they disappear into the district's humid air, and you can smell the smell of coffee pretty thick around this building. There is warm light that spills across polished concrete floors, and as you enter, Monk, the doors...
Before we enter, I want to help Nyx with her kind of uniform.
Okay.
Is there like an alleyway or something I can go into?
Yeah.
Nearby? I have concealed spell as a feat, but I'm going to also...
I would say it's tough. Here, the alleyways, there is alleyways,
Okay.
but they're fenced off, so you need to do something to get through the fence. There are places where there is like a 10-foot
Okay,
high
I will
concrete
just have me and Sagan kind of huddle around Nyx real quick.
Okay.
And I have the feat called Concealed Spell, which basically lets me conceal the magical
Oh
effects
yeah,
of my skills.
for sure.
So I'm going to cast Magical Illusion on Nyx to change her outfit. And I'll let you describe how you want your outfit to look for this.
Brave.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. All right.
Do it.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay. Here we go.
Oh,
I
man.
love it, girl.
Costume
It's just Nyx with a bow on her.
and a spear.
All right.
Okay, way to blend into the crowd.
The point is that I can never blend in, so I have to stand out. And this is my fire
love it.
wielding.
Careful that light bulb. So,
I'm gonna say to Nyx, girl, you are fab. You lust. Honestly, this is going to be in the next season of fashion magazines. It's not this season, but they're not ready for this, but you're ready for this.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
I'm whatever America was, America's Next Top Model.
Seats top model.
Seats top model.
She's Netflix
Aqua
top
Nights,
starter.
next top fish.
So you cast this illusion spell in the middle of the street. As far as you can tell, Monk, maybe your article worked. It's not super, super busy here.
Yeah.
You do note that there are people, but most of them busy, kind of attending to the machinery of this district. You cast the spell quietly, very competently. One person walks by with an umbrella, and as they pass, it is like suddenly Nyx is just different.
Yeah. Well, I imagine me
Very
and Sagan were kind of like doing the huddle.
Yeah.
Sagan has like a big, I don't know, like, do you have like a big like coat or whatever?
I have a coat. It stretches out. It's actually not that big because I'm skinny, but it goes.
Yeah.
So definitely much less innocuous to have Sagan look like they're flashing you against the
Yeah.
you create...
I mean, he's on a list.
It wasn't my fault.
And you have this change.
Okay.
So are all three of you walking in?
You're staying outside. Me and you want to go in with me? We can just like blend in. And we can have a conversation inside.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk.
So you enter into this place, you kind of lose the sound, still hearing just muffled the distant heartbeat of the machinery in Rust Gardens. The room inside is intimate. There are 4 tables that occupy the center of this cafe, each crafted from steel with cutaway patterns to display soft, warm neon light from beneath. There is comfortable mismatched chairs that surround them. There are steel frames softened by thick leather cushions. And then you can see against the far wall, there is a door with this opening in it where a person kind of through the steam seems to be working and delivering drinks through like a little slot. You can see a clean white counter behind this kind of plexiglass separator, topped with dark stone, polished until it almost reflects the lights overhead.
Hey, that door, is that like how? Can you describe how big the door is in case we need like another exit? From the front
Sure.
door?
The door, it's the only other exit from this place. So
Okay.
you can see big plate glass windows that you could, I guess, break through if you wanted to exit that are about 15 feet wide on either side of the entrance. And then directly across from the door that you enter into, you can see another door. This seems to be where the person working is behind. There's kind of like an opening, almost like you would see at a bank where they could, or a McDonald's in a really rough neighborhood where they can pass the food to you through like a closing slot.
Okay. As we're going in, me and Sagan, I'm just going to whisper,
12 o'clock, second entry. In case we have to get another exit, that could be a play.
As you enter in off to your left, at the first table, you see 2 exhausted engineers, a couple data pads out on the table. They seem to be working on some kind of a problem. You see the little emoticon of like a little poop that's kind of like stacked up on the table. They seem a little frustrated, but they're on like their 4th or 5th cup of coffee, kind of working on this issue. And then the table to the right, there is just this lone man wearing headphones, just absorbed in a data pad. The other tables are empty. And so you can kind of go over there. You can see a Kasatha behind the sort of window of that door that seems to be to the kitchen or the service area beyond. They have sun-darkened, almost tan-looking skin. There are 4 arms. One of them is stained with grease. You can see they're holding a coffee in the other. And then the other 2 arms working with a soldering iron on the surface of the counter. What are you doing?
we'll go up and we'll get some drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
You can see one of the hands puts the coffee down and a finger just gestures to this computer terminal.
Okay, yep.
There is a terminal where you place your order
Okay,
at. This
cool.
person seems to be just like the mechanic. And behind
Gotcha.
this door, now that you're up and you can see through the window, there is this huge mechanical contraption with dozens of mechanical arms kind of moving from different syrups, and kind of everything here is automated. This seems to be the person here just to fix stuff.
Okay, Monk registers that.
No customer service.
So what are you thinking? And I'm gonna scroll. I don't see a Mr. Fizzbiz energy coffee flavored anything. I like very fruity drinks. I'm looking for anything like banana flavored or what do you want?
I don't know. Just something simple. What is that guy doing back there? I'm like actually more interested in that.
Make a
I'm just like,
perception check.
yeah. What? Perception check?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a natural one.
A natural one. You look over, and right at that moment, he opens up its toolbox and it just covers the window.
Well, whatever.
While he's not paying attention, I'm just gonna order for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
And I'm gonna get like the most fruity drink I can think of. So I'm gonna get a probably a cosmic star drink,
Cosmic Star.
which I imagine. I'm just making this up. I don't know. It's mostly just like the whipped cream, and it has like sprinkles. It's all crazy like cosmic colors and all that.
Sure. There's some kind of a chemical that has been added into the sugar so that as you kind of pour the synthetic coffee on top of it, it almost fluoresces on the inside, giving it like this galactic look through the dark liquid. It doesn't taste great. It tastes like if you've ever bitten an active electrical lead, there's a flavor that comes off of it, like hot iron, and also like Pez, weirdly. It's like that. But no problem. And what do you order for yourself?
So that's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
You get hot iron and Pez.
But it looks really cool.
I'm gonna get a black coffee.
Oh my
I
so
feel like that's what
lame.
Sagan wants too.
Oh my god!
Just a mess.
So
with him.
lame.
So also, I want to preface this. There's over 100 flavors here. And so you scroll. You're seeing things like burnt marshmallow, blood orange. There are more exotic flavors. There's smoked honey. There's toasted pistachio. And you go through all 101 of them and you go, nah.
I definitely want to throw Sagan off because he's gonna think the drink is for me, but I'm just getting black coffee.
Phenomenal. Yeah. So I would say that takes a solid 20 minutes. It's just a tremendous.
I just want to.
What was your perception check? Oh, it was a 1.
It was a 1.
Yeah, I just want to fuck with him. So we get our drinks, and I'll sit him down.
I'm looking at my drink, just really disappointed, and I go, "Well, thanks."
it's pretty good, right?
No, it's terrible.
It's hard to drink.
Do you want it?
I mean, I don't want
It's
to.
like your drink.
What are you talking about?
Buck's gonna have like a little smile on his face.
What are you talking about?
Do you want this?
I mean, if we want to share, I don't want to feel fat.
I
we can
put it in front
share.
of you.
We can share.
Yeah, it's like sitting in the middle, but like I'm only drinking from the black
but
coffee
do you
one, and
drink
you're
it, though?
only drinking from.
I will drink it. Yeah.
What do you smoke? I just want to say, hey, this shit sucks. Or what? This fucking hot iron Pez dispenser of a drink.
Monk definitely thinks it tastes terrible, but he's like, he'll drink from a little bit of the Sagan's as well.
Okay.
And we'll order some more coffees as we go. We'll probably.
Sure, yeah.
I want to just ask you some questions. I'm
Yeah.
not the interview now, but this is like more of a pre-interview. I have your article almost ready for the stuff I'm going to submit. And I do want to get the word out about what happened at the Hylax Hall, but
Yeah.
I definitely want to get more of a character profile of you first before I submit it.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you want to know? I'm an open book.
Well, I think you're going to be kind of one of the central figures of the story, and I think what I really want to do is I want to just get an idea of tell me more about Sagan. What makes Sagan? I'm going through my notes and I'm just going to ask you some questions.
Yeah.
So when did you start believing in Hylax?
When did I start believing in Hylax? I don't know if you've known many Sarcesians, but we're always on the move, right? We love our freedom. We love moving around. And, we're always planning trips back to the diaspora. I don't know if you've ever been. Have you ever been?
I haven't, but I heard it's wonderful.
It's so beautiful. I mean, you get the ionosphere storms. It's just the colors and the rainbows. You have no idea. You've never seen anything like it. But I came here for a job, and it just happens. I've told you this story like a million times. The people sort of kept me here, kept charging me more. I didn't have enough money to go back, just even for a little bit. And because I didn't have money I didn't have enough money to pay off my debt here. I couldn't actually leave legally. And so, my friend Dillman, he was with me through this whole thing. He was like my brother. And he said, hey, I found this great place, this Hylax Hall. And he took me there. And, the first time I went there, I just felt warm and accepted and loved. It was like all the stuff that's tough about Seethe, coming from the diaspora. It's just all melted away. All the differences melted away. And I could just be myself. I could be free. And it was just love everywhere.
So You didn't grow up believing in Hylax.
No.
Oh, that's interesting. I grew up in a religious thing, but I don't. This is more about you. I don't
Well, where did you grow up? I mean, how did you grow up? What was your religion?
I don't want to talk about that.
I mean, you don't have to talk about
let's
it.
focus the interviewers on you, okay? So listen, the real interesting part about this Hylax religion is it's really community based.
Yeah.
It seems like once you're in this kind of culture, you have all these connections and all these people you can count on for sort of like helping you along the way.
Yeah.
And what I always don't get though is how do you guys keep your members when bad things happen to them? Like I understand you were in a bad situation and someone helped you out. This Dillman fellow, I'm gonna write down Dillman.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened when bad things still happened to you? Because obviously this bad thing of being left alone and Seethe was pretty horrible to you. Why would a god like Hylax continue letting bad things happen to his followers?
Her.
Her, sorry.
No worries. The Forever Queen, she's... Anyway, one of the things about Hylax is she intervenes for us, but it's not just about her coming and making everything right. One of the beautiful things about Hylax is we're invited in to help everyone else. It's not a family without some people giving and other people receiving, right? So part of being in this religion is reaching out to other people who need help or don't even know that they need help. That's what I'm trying to do with all of the people who've been scattered. I mean, I have to believe that Hylax saved me from, it was probably death from those injuries for a reason. I think that she wants me to help bring people back together.
Yeah, that makes sense totally. Do you ever feel like some people who are in this religion may not be true believers? Like this Max fellow we met. I'm really interested about him. Yeah. It seems like he had some incidents in this past you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, he was always having trouble with his sobriety. I say his sobriety. He said the same thing. I don't want to put words in his mouth. He would say, "I'm having trouble with my sobriety." He had a rough family life. A lot of pressure on him, and he, just felt himself sliding away from what his parents expected of him. And the only way that he knew to make himself feel better was turning to alcohol first and then harder drugs. And he would just lose himself in it. I saw it happen a couple of times. And we always were trying to be there for him.
Interesting.
I mean, maybe it was never about that for him, but that's not... The point about Hylax isn't that you're worried about being taken advantage of. The point is, you're here for people. That's what people were there. People were there for me. I wanted to be there for Max.
Monk is writing notes as he does this. He's just like in the air, just kind of like just doing like a pencil. It doesn't really register to anyone that he's like doing anything magical. It's just the way it kind of works for his thing. And in his article, he's painting. In his view, he believes that, attention is really a fickle thing in journalism. The story isn't about the fire in the west coast of America. It's about the fact that the president came to visit the fire wrecked area, and that's really what the story is about. It's about a thing that happened, not the effects that happen. And I think what Monk is really trying to do when he writes down some of these notes, he writes down that a kind of an unflattering kind of picture of the Hylax religion takes in a lot of people who are down on their luck, people who are at their weakest, and he's still really interested about this whole happening of this event, but he's definitely thinks that the main way to get attention on this could possibly be an unflattering view of it. He's not sure yet, though.
So this is very interesting. So I do think that all this stuff it's well and good. You know, I love the energy of this religion. I think it's really great, and I think it's done great things for you. But you know, I can't help but think, couldn't you done any of this stuff for yourself? Like what if Hylax promised you all these things, all these great things, this afterlife, all these things that could happen to you? Don't you think that if you were a good person, you wouldn't need that stuff to be promised to you to act that way?
Monk, you kind of lean in as you say this, and you nudge your black coffee. You're just spilling a little bit onto the table. Are you just leaving it there?
I'll clean up a little bit.
You take a tuft of napkin away, and there is something that is not a napkin in that pile. Folded amongst this almost recycled bit of brown, almost tissue paper, 1 ply, maybe a half ply.
Yeah.
There is a wrinkled, yellowed piece of newspaper. You can see the print faded badly on the back, but it's folded in half.
I think at this point, Sagan is at least trying to be very attuned to Monk and trying to figure out, like, where's his emotional state at. And I'm
being kind of antagonistic a little bit about religion.
I can tell.
Yeah.
But also just, like, trying to figure out where you're coming from, like, emotionally. Like, emotionally, are you upset, or are you just...
No, this is all officially journal. This is just an inquisitive journalist.
Okay. You're just an inquisitive journalist. Yeah. You know, I'm kind of nodding along. I'm locked in on you. I might not notice the newspaper.
Yeah. I'm going to just peer at it at a corner just for a second. And I ask you that question. Wouldn't people just be good without Hylax?
You know, I've heard that question before, and all I can say is Hylax doesn't promise you heaven for good deeds. She doesn't promise you, you know, that she's going to make you good. What she promises you is family, and that you'll be connected to the fold. There'll always be someone there for you in your darkest of times and your best of times. And, you know, we're always there for each other, and Hylax makes us strong enough to carry each other's burdens. You know, maybe it's possible. It's possible that someone can not worship Hylax and have the same thing. In fact, we encourage that. We actually have set aside a special space for non-believers in all of our worships. Our worship meetings. Some people actually canonize it, but that wasn't what we did in our hall.
Oh, really? So you have a kind of order to people who aren't even part of the religion. It seems like kind of like an internship.
It's not an internship.
No.
If you wanted to come in to, well, when we had the hall, if you wanted to come in and say, I don't believe in this, we would say, great, here is a seat for you. Speak your mind whenever you want.
I would love to get into one of these halls and to do that. I would love to get into the kind of the idea of it.
Traditions vary from hall to hall, so I can't tell you what one hall does versus another, and it's actually kind of hard to set up a full hall because you need a couple clergy members, and you know, it's all about community. It's not one person who sets up the whole hall. It's a whole society. But if we can, I would love to worship.
No, we'll set that up. I'm going to have another final interview with you where we can just kind of go over the incident that happened at the Hylax Hall. Not now, obviously.
Yeah.
I understand that could be very emotional.
But I'm going to share like some of the articles that I've written with him as he's looking at this. I'm going to look at the newspaper. But I'm going to share him the one of the, I forget, what's the nurse's name?
Harlot.
I thought it was H.
Carla, yeah.
Carla, I'm gonna kind of show him like the
Mhm.
Phoenix kind of rising action kind of like profile I made of her.
Wow.
Hers is very positive,
Mhm.
a community like helping kind of person. Show a little bit of the article I wrote about the hall that we saw in Aquadine,
Okay.
about more of like a hall in distress,
Mhm.
and just like a little bit of things. A lot of these are I'm not showing him any of the negative ones.
Sure.
A lot of them are just like kind of like positive and like kind of more informational based.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna look at the newspaper.
Okay. You do all this. You kind of put
Yeah.
this on your communicator. You slide it in front of Sagan so Sagan can take a look. And as Sagan
looking
is
through
looking, you pull up this newspaper. It's yellowed. It's old.
Yeah.
In fact, any kind of newsprint is almost unheard of. And so as you open this up, somebody has taken an eraser to this newsprint to move all of the ink off. It's just a scrap of paper. And somebody has written in pen, "You're reading the wrong page of the right book. Keep digging. S."
Monk is gonna just look at this
Mhm.
and just like kind of be transfixed for a second. I imagine Sagan's just kind of reading. He's just
I'm looking through this. I'm like, you've written a lot, and I might glance up and see that you're looking at something, and I might just get the feeling that you're having a moment to yourself. And I'll look back at the what you've written. Wow, this is really great. I really appreciate everything that you've written here. There's a few little edits. Just I want to make sure that some of these people are safe. We still don't know if people are out to get them, but I think that this is looking really good. And I put the audibly put the comm down and slide it over.
Monk isn't paying attention. He's just kind of staring. He's touching his like his face as if he's like stroking a beard that doesn't exist, and he is like just looking at this news, and it's like covered in his hands, so like Sagan can't see, and he just like just says nothing.
Monk, are you okay? Monk, hey.
Yeah. Sorry.
He's gonna
Where'd you
shuffle away, put it in his notes.
I kind of like put my hand on your shoulder. I'm like, where'd you go?
Oh, sorry.
No, Monk. You don't need to perform. Where'd you go? It's okay.
No, sorry. I was deep in journalistic thought. Trust me. There's not much in here. This.
I don't believe you, but I'll let you have the lie. It's okay. Whenever you're ready to talk about it, I'm here to listen.
Who's
Sagan.
interviewing you here?
Whoa.
You say that. You do see kind of the furtive motions in Monk's kind of movements as they squirrel this thing away.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And as you say this, you say to Monk, "You don't need to perform," but Monk just continues to do so. And in the back of your mind, you just almost feel this thought rise up. See how fragile these bonds are.
As I feel that, and like it literally takes me back. Like Monk might not notice it, but in my mind, I'm sort of taken back out of the scene, almost dissociating, and I go, no, he's like, in my mind I go, nope, he's my friend, he just hasn't opened up yet. And I try to come back into it. It's a little bit, I feel still a little distanced, but I'm going, it's okay, whenever you're ready to talk, I'm here to listen.
I think I'm ready for another coffee. I think I spilled this one. Why don't we just get some more drinks?
Yeah, how much time do we have left?
So, Vlali, while this is happening, you have taken your lobster out into the street. What are you doing with this lobster?
Got a leash on it or something?
It is
holding
in
it in your hand,
packaging.
I think she leaves the rubber bands on the claws for now. She is going to sit on a park or like on a bench outside of the coffee shop
Sure.
and look on her con systems for how to. She just she just like lobster period.
Nice.
Make a nature check.
Okay. Or maybe lobster aquadine.
Reminds me of Amanda Bynes. Bring in the lobsters.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
You never seen what was that Mad TV show on Nickelodeon?
12.
Amanda?
The Amanda Show.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have not.
So you search for lobsters aquadine, and a million results come up. That's a very general term. You see news articles from 50 years ago that says the lobsters are Yosoki. Like sensationalized stories come up. There are little media projects that come up where you can see like Aquadine sponsored some kind of a lobster research lab. There's all kinds of things. It's kind of hard.
Okay, so then she deletes that and she goes, "How to eat lobster?"
Okay. With a little bit of time, you definitely have time. Your compatriots all kind of going about their various tasks. You spend a little bit of time learning how to cook a lobster. And you discover that one of the challenges that you may face is that typically it requires some kind of a heat source, maybe like a kitchen. And you don't have one currently. But looking around,
She's
you have
going
just
to go
been-
into the coffee shop.
Oh,
While they're there.
Order a hot water.
So right as you guys go to get your next round of coffee, Vlali walks in holding a lobster. Same lobster.
Do you have all the stuff for black sauce
It's just
too?
been out in this barely water for like an hour. now.
I'm just gonna give a look to Sagan.
She doesn't look at you guys at all.
Lolly. So through the mind link, I go, Lolly, are you okay? Do you need help?
No response.
Okay.
Girl is cooking.
If she okay, she goes up to the coffee counter, holds
Okay.
up the lobster, and she goes, "Can I use your kitchen, please?"
You see this Kasatha look up. They have just finished putting together like this mechanical arm, and they have placed it over on like a side. You can see behind them this big machine moving multiple flavors of coffee around using many of these arms. This is just the guy who like is the technician here. He looks at you, he looks at this lobster, and you can see the eyes do open up. He's amused by this. He's wearing these mechanics overalls. Clearly doesn't work like as a food service person,
Nice.
but they
Can you unlock door for me?
will you share that?
Of course. Oh
Make a
shit.
diplomacy check.
Okay.
I'm gonna be watching this, and I'm gonna be right next to Valley near the door because it's right in front of the terminal to get more coffee. And I'm gonna be ready to perform an action if she goes in the door, Joe.
19.
With a 19, they nod to you, and the door opens.
As Valley does that,
She walks back.
Monk in his inventory has these things called wrinkle patches.
Sure.
They're like kind of things that you put on your face to
I'm
like hold your face
aware.
taut. He's going to take one of these patches. They're adhesive on one side. He's going to slip it right onto the latch of the door. So when it closes, it doesn't automatically connect, and it will be able to give us an
Love
access.
that.
to the
Make a
door.
thievery check.
Okay. This thievery, is it sleight of hand?
This is palm and object. It should be.
Oh,
Thievery's a
thievery.
skill.
Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
see.
So yeah, it used to be called sleight.
That is a 10 plus 2, 12.
With the 2, you
I
rush
might use my
over to
reroll.
this door. You can tell that you're not going to make it.
I'm going to use my reroll.
Okay. Time slows down.
And I'm gonna
Time slows down. That's how.
I'm gonna add
This
guidance
is
to
Neo
this.
in bullet time in the Matrix, but you were just trying to put a sticker on a door.
I use my non-valley die. That's wicked good. That's an 18.
18.
Ooh, yeah!
So
So
20
you
total.
20,
rush
30.
forwards, and as
20,
you do,
30.
just
20.
barely
What?
kind of grabbing your coffee, which has just kind of been
That's deep.
dispensed, you slide one of these wrinkle patches over the latch, and you do not hear a click, though the door does shut. You imagine it is currently unlocked. That is a very clever maneuver.
Hey.
Hell yeah, wrinkle
Nice.
patches! They're not just for keeping your smooth skin, baby!
To this incredibly small space. Very, very small room, maybe like 15 by 10. You can see there's no place to cook here, but this Kasatha says, I've got something. And they whistle, and through the back door, a 6-legged machine, just kind of almost like a Boston Dynamics dog, trots its way in.
Fucking
You
sick.
can see it is carrying screwdrivers, calibration lasers. It's basically like a mobile toolbox. But as the Kasatha goes over, 2 of their arms begin to move the tools, and the other 2 begin to open this drone, and there is a small little camp stove on their back. You can
Next,
see
we
also,
need big pot.
they they go and take and get like some of the empty coffee containers. You have everything that you need to boil a lobster here.
Hell
And you
yeah.
set about boiling a lobster in the back of a coffee shop.
So, like,
with the
talk
me-
shop in Kasatha with this mechanic.
Okay. Make a diplomacy check.
Jeez.
I love this.
You got it.
Okay.
And this diplomacy check, if it goes well, you're friendly with this person.
Okay.
If this goes well, you can choose to make this conversation last until this person arrives. You can stay back here for this meeting.
Oh, damn.
17.
With the 17, you begin to chat. You drop this lobster in this boiling water. There is this of steam that rises up. And after like maybe 5 minutes, you can pull out this bright red crustacean, and you and this Kasatha set about.
I
picking
didn't
out the
realize
little
it turns
bits of
red.
meat.
This is cool.
They kind of nod to you, and hours pass as you bide your time in the back of this space.
Awesome.
Now, Theo, you head to the Inker and the Alchemist. You
I love that.
have this bark-covered humanoid standing in front of you, setting down this tattoo needle. They mostly do tattoos, and you can actually see a full counter of different potions and things, which also include little vials of specialized ink for tattoos.
Sure.
But they will give you a haircut. They can absolutely do that
There we go.
for a simple 10 credits.
There we go.
No problem. You get a nice lineup.
There we go. I was gonna say, just line up, trim the beard. He's gonna say like professional looking.
For me, go ahead and make a disguise roll here. And this is going to be, I believe it's training in, I'm trying to remember where disguise is. I think it's performance.
Performance.
Check here.
That is gonna be 24.
It's a 24. It could be, performance or diplomacy, your choice.
26.
26.
There we go.
Theo walks in to this barber shop, but out walks some corporate dude wearing just like kind of it looks like just it. You almost don't see them because they just walk through and just look like somebody in this crowd. You pick colors that kind of blend into the scenery. You do a fantastic job of going undercover as a sort of mid-level corporate person.
There we go.
And we'll say you can walk in to the Flavor Cafe very close to 6 o'clock.
Yeah. You'd like to do about like 15 minutes beforehand, just to kind of like.
Why does it
pick
smell
a-
like butter and
Pick out a
fish?
spot. you
So, and I will say, as you enter, you do smell lobster, and like you've only seen one lobster probably like in the last decade.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much a 1-to-1. You know what you were smelling, and you're curious as to how they got into the ceiling or walls because it's coming from somewhere within this building. But are all of you now within this space?
Yes.
Except for
I'm going
Nyx?
to step outside
Okay.
so that Celia doesn't see my face,
Okay.
and just like try to look for a vending machine to like loiter or something at,
Yeah.
or like a table or something.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
So you're going to be outside. Nyx, where are you going to be?
I'm gonna be like on the edge, on the corner, so I can see the door, but I'm not.
Okay.
They can't charge me for loitering
So
outside.
the
of
two of
coffee
you
shop.
staying outside, just kind of being inconspicuous in the closed vicinity. The three of you are going to wait on the inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Monk is going to send a telepathic message to Nyx, and I can send it to everyone.
Yeah.
Just saying, keep an eye out for anyone associated with Colossus's gang. Can I do a society check or a media lore check to see like any sort of like a lot of people in like special forces, they always have like special kind of divers watches, or like you can tell.
What are you
If-
looking for?
I want to look on the media lore just to see if there's any like signs of Colossus's gain that might be associated, like clothing. Like some people have certain kind of boots that are very tied tight, so like if they have to make a running movement, they're very tied.
Do you have lore in Underworld?
I do not, but I am from the Neon Depths, Joe, so I might have. And I grew up in the Neon Depths, so I might have at least some information in Valor. So I might have some information of
So
this.
I'm going to follow your lead on that and do the same thing. I have the streetwise background, so that gives me the ability to use
Absolutely.
that
Go ahead and use that lore.
Okay.
Make a check.
All right. So what do I roll, Joe?
And we'll say that this is kind of
A dual roll.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we'll say also, this is kind of as you guys are drinking coffee, you do this.
Mhm.
So this happens a little bit ahead of the actual meeting.
Perfect.
I rolled an 18 for society. I
Okay.
don't know if that adds to his or if
I
separate.
rolled a 28.
28.
Lore.
Okay. So the two of you put your heads together, kind of looking for information
Yeah.
relating to this person.
The gang kind of people.
Well, and that's the interesting
Colossus
thing.
is more like, if we can say Chrome Dream is a gang person, then we
Yeah.
can say Colossus is. But
Yeah.
they're in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's a contractor.
Tends to employ more heavy hitters, but yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You look around for elements relating to this, and you do come up with a couple of scraps of information.
Okay.
The Colossus is also called the Breaker. And interestingly, with a 28, you learn, first of all, Peen has been put into removing information about this person, because you find across a search engine things that you can click on and they lead to dead results. Somebody has gone through and scrubbed many bits of information. But, Sagan, you go way back and you look for scraps that are still left over in the metadata of some of these dead sites, and you find references to the fact that a surprising fact about Colossus is that they are a Yosoki.
What?
A very small Yosoki, in fact, small for the
What?
species. And so the name probably given, maybe almost in jest at some point, though almost certainly not anymore. They've grown into this name. And this person, immensely dangerous, in the same way that you have met Chrome Dream and they are the fixer, Colossus is the breaker. And you get the sense that they are
Oh.
almost the counterpart to Chrome Dream.
This information I might say just to Sagan.
Mhm.
So is a Yosoki? Yosokis tend to associate with other Yosokis, not always. So keep an eye out for any Yosokis, Nyx or Sagan. And also,
keep an eye out, but also I think he's gone way beyond just the Yosoki.
yeah,
Network.
no, of course, yeah.
My drone is also looking out while I'm performing
Mhm.
some awesome tricks and
Next, make a performance check.
performance.
Hell yeah!
Heck yeah.
I want you to describe the tricks too.
Yay. Oh my god. Could I do acrobatics?
Wait, you have bad performance as a.
That's why life was so tough. We had bad performance.
What the fuck? You're a little. Your job was
They
a
created
performer.
an android to be a performer, and then they were like, no charisma, no performance skill.
This is the tragic backstory. Here we go.
Whoa.
What did you say?
What was the performance check?
Well, I didn't even roll it yet. It says 0.
So you have plus 0.
What?
Crazy! That's
Amazing,
crazy!
girl.
Natural
That's
20.
crazy.
You begin to channel these elements of circus. Your eyes kind of close. You think back to your past, kind of balancing. And in this moment, it is like every now and then you can hear like little bits of circus music and sounds that almost bring you back to a former time. And as you do this, so amazing is this performance that puts on. People stop by. There are a couple of little beeps as people wirelessly beam you a couple of credits. You earn 50 credits in total.
my tip jar show.
Fantastic. So right into the tip jar. There are no physical credits,
Yeah,
but they
it's
transfer.
the
50
QR
to you.
code.
It's a tip jar that's printed with a QR code.
And as you are kind of doing this, so impressive is this, that this van that is just kind of driving by, you can see chromed and silver with these big, almost tanks that look like they could contain water or chemicals, drives by. You can see it slows down for just a moment. The windows are down. You can see through this window give me 1 second here. Let me get my correct document up. I have so many because you guys brought up the breaker. You can see driving this human, probably in their 50s. They have only one eye. They have a coffee cup in one hand, their other hand on the wheel. There is a small Yosoki who is kind of sitting in the passenger seat. They are chewing on something at the moment, but they look at you wide-eyed as you pass. Behind them, a huge android in the backseat taking up most of this space. Huge frame. And then there is a fourth person in this kind of group. You can see almost hidden by that android. As you are sort of making your way through this space, you briefly catch a glimpse of dark hair tied back underneath an aquadine cap. You can see sleeves rolled up to their elbows. A human with dark circles beneath their eyes. you recognize Celia Cloudkill for just a moment, being kind of obscured in this space before that van pulls up directly in front of the cafe. And because it is 8:10, a good place for us to take a little break. We're going to step away for our mid-session break and then come back, and we'll meet Celia Cloudkill. But thank you for sticking with us for this session. There'll be a countdown on your screen. We will be back at the end of it.
Amazing.
And we're back. Thank you for sticking with us through the break if you did. If not, welcome to Starfinder. You're a part of it now. And in this moment, when we left off, a bus had stopped, passing by the performing Nyx, who saw into the van, seeing the people within. Most importantly, noting that one of the four was Celia Cloudkill, the person that you have all been tasked to bring home. In this moment, the van has stopped. You can see a couple of these individuals get out. From those of you who are on the inside, the cafe doors slide open. There's a soft pneumatic hiss, and you can see this human just steps in. This person is the person who gets out of the driver's seat. For those of you on the outside, they are wearing blue utility coveralls. They have this battered travel mug that is hanging from one hand as their remaining eye sweeps across the street and into this cafe with practiced caution. Monk, you had asked before about signs for like people where they might wear certain kinds of watches. Yeah. Everything about the way that this guy moves speaks to some kind of former experience. You also see a second figure stepping into view for just a moment. Actually, they pop in and just looking around, they spot you in this very formal getup. You stand out in this space. Yeah. In this space currently, there is one old slug lady sitting in the corner, having taken the space of those two engineers. There is still that lone person. They look bedraggled now, but they are just wearing their headphones, still absorbed in the data pad. There is the place that you have all sat, and then there is a couple that is sharing pastries in this other table. So every table occupied in this moment. The Yosoki sees you very much standing out from this group and just waves through the window before they're kind of pulled back into this van. And then you see, hesitating into the door for just a moment, letting her eyes adjust, kind of scanning across the customers and the tables, this beautiful dark-haired person, aquadyne cap, blue utility jacket, has been patched and repatched many times. You can see on one shoulder there is the faded outline of where a corporate logo has been carefully removed. She looks tired, not just like after a shift tired like she had said. This is a tired that doesn't seem like any amount of sleep would be able to fix.
Do you tell us that the information you got? Yeah. Okay, should you share that telepathically? Okay, cool.
She carries herself stiffly. She is kind of just constantly looking around. And then she notices you and approaches, just pausing for a moment before glancing back into the cafe window and nodding. For those of you outside, you see the Yosoki kind of turn around and get back in the van, but this human stays kind of leaning against the doorway on the outside, almost like they're keeping watch.
This is the guy that looked roughly 50.
Yeah, okay. One eye. You can see he kind of just lifts his coffee slightly to this woman, and she turns and walks back to your table. She sits down, putting this battered messenger bag down onto the seat next to her.
So me and Sagan are at the table to the left.
I'm outside.
Oh, okay. So yeah. I'm probably just at the table myself. Then.
Okay. So it's you and Theo kind of at this table. Or sorry,
Theo was adjacent.
You're at the table by yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Vlali, where are you? In the back?
Yeah, she's in the back. Exchanging like, what do you do for work? Like, what's your name? Like, a small talk conversation with this mechanic.
Okay.
I would like to try to pursue a conversation with the Yosoki when we get.
Okay, he's still in the van at the moment, so you're going to go over to the van?
Yeah, I'll like my performance edges its way over there, and then I'm in front of the van and I'm performing to him.
Okay.
As I'm sitting at my table, I'm going to just make myself look busy on my comm. And I'm also going to take out my Polaroid camera, and I'm just going to have it record. Because I can record.
Okay, so you start recording.
In case anyone like bugs me or anyone, you can't bug an analog thing. So
sure, okay. So you start recording,
and it's like hidden in my jacket.
For you, Nyx, you start performing. You're in the back of this place.
I think what she would do is she would. So we're sitting around this little campfire thing, like munching, like slurping out claws and shit. I want to, like, have pulled up like a crate, made myself like a latte or some shit, and she's sitting with the campfire in front of her, looking into the cafe.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
This guy, unless you talk to him, he's not really going to talk to you. He's happy for this lobster.
Oh yeah, no.
Happy
she's...
to have conversation, but otherwise, very
Yeah.
much like you. You're two pretty like stoic people, so it's very comfortable, quiet that you have in here,
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
they let you just stare out across the space. They don't even pay attention to you. Like this is a perfect setup for you.
Amazing.
While
So
all this is happening, I am going to casually make a circuit, staying in close proximity and just looking for a vehicle that might be unattended in case they just try to make a quick getaway.
make a perception check.
Okay. What number is that? 17.
Outside,
Oh, sorry. That is a total of 28.
there's traffic passing. It's like a main street outside.
Yeah.
There is no parked vehicles, save this van that is outside that this group just arrived in. There are plenty of vehicles passing though, so you could absolutely like run into the street and try to commandeer something, but nothing parked.
Gotcha. Any taxis or like things that I could hail if need be?
Every now and then you do see taxis going by. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I remember what my
taxis.
natural 20 was. It was hacking the motorcycle to go after
Oh,
mice.
nice.
That's right.
Yeah.
I am going to position myself where I could, I can see, hopefully, see the entrance and exit, like close to where I could hail a taxi if need be.
So across the street from this cafe, there is a residential building that goes up like 5 layers.
Yeah.
You can see the stairwell right in the front, one of those kind of doors that opens right to like a stairwell, and then the apartments are off from that. There's a little balcony on each floor. And if you wanted, though you being so tall, standing on a balcony, you will stand out.
Mhm.
But you could like find a place across the street. You would need to explain to people why you're lurking in a stairwell should they ask, but you absolutely could.
Maybe I'll just get close to that.
Okay. No problem.
Telepathically, I'm just going to update the team. Val is in the back. We could potentially use that as an escape point if we need to get out of here. The front seems compromised with Colossus's men.
Theo is going to like, everybody's been like talking a lot, and Theo's going to say she rolled up with them.
Mhm.
She is actively with people we know from
Yeah.
the granny that are like family. Like
We
we're all for
trust
security.
her.
Yeah, this looks like security, a driver, and probably some muscle. Like yeah,
And a
We
child.
have same situation.
we have the same situation.
Am I
Just
the
we
child?
have more friends.
Yeah, and Theo will like take a drink of his very generic drink that he got for the 30 minutes that he was here before.
Sure. And Sagan, as you like turn and look,
Cold
you can
latte.
see outside, you're like Anna Child, the door slides open and you see the Susoki kick their legs out and sit down on the edge, just clapping as Nyx performs in front of them. This
No.
huge android just leans out from the side now, kind of watching.
And I
They're-
wink at the android.
The android winks back.
Oh!
No problem. You can see, this is a massive android. You can see the arms, the whole skeletal structure of this creature designed for lifting things. So this is like some kind of an industrial android.
This could be your meet cute.
Yeah, could be.
The music starts playing in the background. The android's hair
It's like
goes
90s.
back.
Oh my
music.
god,
Yeah.
Bestie, tell me all about it.
Absolutely, it's the Dawson's Creek theme song.
Oh!
But this person approaches all of you. They look at you, Theo, and they say, "Who are the people from Tide Path?"
I believe Celia, right? That's who. That's
Yes.
And Theo looks like a senior recruiter who's probably like looking through a list of names that he's gone through. He's like, that's right, Celia
Cloudkill.
Celia Cloudkill. Here we go. Thomas von Kessel, how are you doing?
They shake your hand.
That was like such a confident delivery.
There.
She sits down in this booth. You can see resting her hands on the strap of this bag. She says, I've had a lot of people looking for me lately. There's been lots of unusual things happening, so I just need to be careful. Tell me about this job.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and back up there real quick. People looking for you? I'm sorry.
Yes, it unrelated to work. I've just had some terrible luck. Personal stuff.
Okay. Do you know it's hey, we all have bad luck sometimes. Is this luck related to current role, or when I was looking through, and he kind of like is going through his communicator, I didn't see a lot on the CV, but I did see the degree in hydrodynamics. We love that for this role. But
I hate how real this is.
Yeah.
This is
So
this is
good.
not-
Incredibly underutilized right now with where I work. Most of what I do is just moving water around.
Right.
And I can do a lot more.
Oh, yes. So, we can go ahead and just jump into the role before I go ahead and ask you a little bit more about yourself. But this would be a junior hydrodynamics engineer. You're going to be working. He's kind of like take out his little thing again. You're going to be working with members of our propulsion team. We're
And sorry, would this be still within Aquadine?
Yes. We're the waterways underneath it. How we move a lot of the sewage and wastewater. We're
I'm
looking
quite familiar, actually. Not to cut you off, but I do work with a group that is contracted by Aquadine quite frequently
really.
to deliver fresh water to more dangerous routes.
We love that, and he's going to go ahead and make a note.
But my hope is to stay local. I
Yes.
prefer not to move out of the district.
Okay, so staying in Aquadine, then hey, other places need to move water too, but that is our job here. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make note of that. Wants to stay long term. Great. Yeah. So those things out of the way. Yes, it is gonna be near Aquadine. Yeah, it is gonna be. You're gonna be part of our. You are a junior engineer at this point, so it would be. Kind of shadowing some of our more senior engineers, kind of designing our water flow ways, and then there are going to be some times we need you out there in the field during our actual implementation of them. Is that fine?
Where in the field?
We have multiple districts. I mean, and this is all throughout Aquadine.
Well, I live in Mist Flow Row, and I don't want to go too far away from there.
You live where?
In Mist Flow Row, it's just maybe 20 minutes away from here. If you go through the Neon Lock Fringe and then past here, Rust Gardens, I would personally take a detour around it, but there's a direct route through sort of a war zone, apparently. And then past all of that, Mist Flow Row.
Yeah, I heard about the, we can just call them riffraff going on out there. No, don't worry about that. We do not want anyone going through that area. But no, yeah, if you're in a reasonable distance from here, we have a local installation. So yeah, when you mentioned coming here, I thought that was a fantastic. I thought you were a mind reader at one point.
Wow.
When do I start?
Don't
get me wrong. The job that I'm working right now is the people are amazing, but it is very much a temporary situation.
Okay.
It doesn't pay as well as I would like.
As long as we do well with this interview, I'd like to get you in for just one more. And he's going to kind of like look back at his communicator with one of our senior engineers, and if possible, one of our specialists, one of our. Let me see if I have him here.
While you're looking that up, I'm curious. Is this a position where there is space to grow? I'm interested in working with some of the other companies that operate within Aquadine.
Truly dystopian.
Do I have good news for you? So, like I said, we are redoing the flow network for wastewater and sewage, specifically in one area right now. But since we are a subsidiary now, we are wanting to expand outward. So the entire, and he pulls out like a map of Aquadine, like you would look up on Google Maps, and he kind of like points to like the southern region. So this is expanding to this, and he kind of like circles like the entire like eastern half of it. So as long as we go ahead and do a great job on this first district, we are looking to expand out this way. So
and you said this district right here.
Yes.
This is perfect.
I know.
Fertidine, one of the largest corporations in this particular region, they need this service, and they need it quite badly. So this is perfect.
Yeah. But I don't want to get too talkative right now. I feel like we're supposed to be interviewing you, and I'm out here talking a lot.
Of course,
so,
apologies.
Yeah. Can you go ahead and I guess give me a little intro about Celia, right? Give me like an education background. Are you from here? I'm assuming you want to stay close to home. Is that what this is about, or?
I'm from the city proper, but yes, I've lived in Aquadine for most of my life.
Okay. Go away for college or something like that?
Something like that.
Okay, cool. But, born and raised Aquadine native then, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to write that down. Okay, Aquadine native, want to stay close. Is it a family thing? Close with the fam? I know we have some people who want to stay and help take care of the folks.
I don't have any family on Seethe.
Oh, no family on Seethe. Okay. Well, Aquadine native, how does that work in here?
It's okay.
Oh no, I meant like you aren't native to Seethe, but you said you had no family,
Talking
but you
about
said your
family benefits.
My family's not from Seethe.
Oh, your family's not from Seethe. Okay, but they moved to Aquadine. Is that what you're saying? And
For work for a time, and I came along here. But there is no family presence here.
oh, okay, understood. Let me write notes. Wanted to stay local for.
Make a deception check, Theo.
Yeah. Before I make that, I will go ahead and clarify that first off, I did mention last time that she is one of my targets for size up.
Sure.
Right? So that is a +1 circumstance
Mhm.
bonus to charisma and perception checks against this person. And also, would this fall under management material?
You
Yes,
literally
it will.
are.
So-
Yeah, this is straight up actual
Nice.
management.
That's another +1 on top of that.
Yep.
And then after that, I'm going to say that I'm going to use where is it? It's not get it's not size up. I'm going to use my envoy feat influence to allow me to roll charisma checks with advantage once per day. Like for just one check.
Absolutely.
Can I cast guidance to make a moment of like an awkward pause after a cough?
That's not going to be necessary because I have a +13 and I rolled a natural 20.
Damn!
So with that, 33 on the natural.
Damn, that.
35 because the extra +2 from the size up and the.
You
Damn.
everything that you've said, you've been kind of asking these personal questions, and for a moment you see her eyes narrow. And the reason that I had you make that check is because she got suspicious.
Sure.
For just a moment, as you brought this up, something that is very much on the forefront of her mind,
Sure.
she began to draw away. But then you see at once she's like looking down at the paperwork in front of you. She's been kind of mumbling this like junior engineer title under her breath ever since you mentioned it. You've definitely won her more over to your side.
Yeah.
And so she leans in and she says, "Look, I'm going to be honest with you. My family is involved in some business that is not exactly above board. And so I came to Seethe to get a new start. I am trying to leave all of that behind me. And so there is no family effectively. They don't really support what I'm doing."
Thomas, who has this kind of clean-cut look about him, very like corporate, like middle managers ascending the ranks right here, kind of takes pause at that and looks at her, and then like this kind of exuberant enthusiastic recruiter drops for just a second, and he just kind of like she's like leaning towards him, right?
Mhm.
He's gonna go ahead and put his hand over hers and say, "Hun, it's not the most original, it's not the first time someone has come to see looking to like change their future. Okay, lots of people out here have," and he kind of just like makes this gesture this way. Lots of people have things they're wanting to change about themselves. I didn't grow up in the best circumstances either, but look,
Where did you grow up?
mind mesh if you need to know.
Mind mesh.
Yeah, that's right here.
I have never really known anybody to leave mind mesh. Most people are sort of, enmeshed there.
Yeah.
What didn't you like about it? Why did you leave?
The fact that most people were meshed there. You end up, you feel like you're writing this fantasy, right? It is what you want, and then You know, at the points where you have to remove the fantasy, right? You still have to function in your day to day, and that's all you want is the fantasy. And then you end up just wanting to stay. That's why people end up mesh there for life. You know, you get exposed to anywhere else. You get exposed to here. You get exposed to Heliox. And hey, look, I'll give it to you this way. You're a young girl, right? Like, I have to imagine that, you know, you didn't have big hopes and dreams of Aquadyne. You know, no. But you live here, you end up finding some peace. And sometimes, you know, that's what you end up wanting. A little peace in your life. I have a decent job. I make, you know, okay money. I have my own place. Like, I don't know, just kind of worked out like that. You know, look, I'm, and then he kind of like does this thing. I'm getting ahead of myself. Look, this role was kind of an emergency hire. Your online presence is not really high. But you had the hydrodynamics degree, which is honestly what we need. And my bosses and your bosses are wanting to make sure that these redevelopment projects get underway sooner rather than later. We need someone who can shadow a senior engineer, learn, pick up the stuff quick, so that when we expand out to more districts, you can have your own. When you mentioned you want, you know, ability to ascend, that's what we need. We need someone who's going to be able to take one of these redevelopment projects on the water walk.
You misunderstand me. I don't even need to ascend. I just want to work with everyone that I can, but specifically Fertidine. They're huge players in this area, and I would like to know more about them.
This kind of like redevelopment in, I guess, like dropping the facade, at least, you know, as far as she's aware. He's just gonna kind of say, okay, I mean, there's big players everywhere, but does this have to do with you wanting to stay in this area? Wanting to work with Fertidine?
Yeah. I think very similarly to you, I didn't dream of having a life like this.
Sure.
I had other dreams, but I've kind of found myself here, and I like the people that are around me.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it was kind of a weird group that showed up in that van. I saw was that a Yosoki that was waving at, and he kind of like points to whatever. So we have a window, right?
Yeah, you turn,
Yeah.
you point. As you point past her. She turns, she looks, and she turns to look at this individual, the human with the one eye leaning in the doorway. And at this moment, they're kind of leaning in, and they turn away from the door and begin to approach all of you. Outside in this place, for you, Sagan on the corner, and for you, Nyx, you are outside. And Nyx, you performing, you're like right in front of this group. You can see joy on this Yosoki's face. He is just clapping and laughing. And then there is a shift that happens. You can see the android kind of shakes him. The Yosoki stops laughing and kind of looks back behind you. He looks at you and says, we'll be back later. And just kind of gets out of the van, shuts the van door. And the android and the Yosoki make their way towards this cafe.
Okay,
And at the same time,
slip in like some little like digital card with my performer name on it?
make a thievery check.
What is your performer's name?
Yeah, what the fuck is your name?
Right.
That's the most important
Seethe-
part.
What is it? Seethe next top stunner.
Next top center.
Oh, Seethe's next top strutter.
Strutter.
See you next time.
Top strutter. Okay. So make a thievery check.
Well, when you go on the show, you're going to have the title of the show.
Yes.
That would be
My
a
name is
21.
Next Top Model.
With
Nice.
the 21, deftly as they walk by, you just slide this piece of paper into their pockets. As they cross the street over to where this cafe is, you can see that there is finally, Sagan,
Mhm.
a vehicle that has stopped and that you might be able to hotwire should you need to. Because all of the individuals are getting out.
Oh,
They wear various kinds of coveralls. You can see dark, stained with oil. Kind of flashing back to the inside of this place, the human says, "Hey kid, we've got trouble."
Mhm.
They turn, jerking a hand over their shoulders. The Yosoki bursts in the door and says, "Hey, it's those machine freaks!" They kind of turn, and all kind of in an instant here. Let me get a visual perspective.
Oh no!
No.
We're gonna have to save the princess! Or maybe she saves us, I don't know. Make her
We're
invisible.
gonna do some mutual saving.
Some trust bonding.
We're
Yeah,
we're
this
gonna-
is
That was not part of the interview.
gonna socialize the saving.
That's
Yeah,
true.
this
is part of the
icebreakers. Yeah, the icebreakers.
Yeah.
Oh, watch it.
So you're assaulted by a large gang of humans.
Yeah, this is that scenario. All right, here we are. So here is our cafe. We have our Yosoki right here. Here is the silver van. So presumably, Nix, you are like right here. These people, because of that news story, there is a minimal amount of traffic around here today.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
So I'm.
It's all about the real feel, guys.
Plus our combat
Yeah.
cam.
That's yours.
Here in this moment, as all of this happens, the Yosoki kind of leans in, says it's these machine freaks. Oh, I forgot to grab my gentleman here.
Where's Celia?
Give me 1 second, I'm grabbing her.
Yeah.
Where are you?
I put myself on that corner table.
So you would be on this table.
Yeah, I want one. I'm either this one or that one. Is this the
So yeah, you
old
guys are on
man?
the two back tables.
Okay. Is this the old man? Or no, the
He's
slug?
putting his stuff down.
It's an old lady.
Here is the human who has just kind of entered in. That is Lashunta model. Here's our gigantic android behind this person, and then Celia herself. This is Thea we'll have over here. And then Val, you are in this back room right over here.
Yes, I placed myself.
All right.
And this is the android?
Dang.
And
Olive
so,
didn't even know that room was going to show up on the
as
board.
this happens, can I have everybody roll for
And the door is unlocked because I put the tape there.
Ooh.
That is true. The door is unlocked. That was such a good idea.
Yeah. I know my spy moves.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be a good idea as an escape route, but it ends up being pretty good here.
Mine, I'm dying. I wanted someone to see it, so
I
I'm
saw
not
it.
lying.
You're not lying. You're not dying.
You get 2 nat 20s in a row?
You did.
Damn.
Look at that.
Jeez. I'm over here rolling a 5.
That's crazy. 1 in
I
400.
rolled a 6 plus 7.
I'm total of 9. I'm probably going last.
15.
Okay. Anybody with a natural 20?
Yeah.
Those Theo.
Yep.
Anybody 25 to 20? 20 to 15.
Lolly.
15. Oh
20.
shit, actually writing this down.
16.
20.
20. So 20 for Vlali, 16 for Sagan, and then it's 15 for Monk
Yes, Joe, can you just give me a quick recap like it's written?
in 1 second.
Yep.
15 to 10? Where are you at, Nix?
9.
9 for Nix. And then that's everybody. Okay. So the way that this works out, Theo is starting us off with a natural 20,
Yeah.
then Vlali with a dirty 20. Then the cultists of the Great Machine will be going at 17, Sagan at 16, Monk at 15. We have the Drippers going at 10, and then
Drippers?
Nix at 9. All others will go at initiative order 0.
Perfect, thank you, Joe.
So, Thea, all of this happens kind of in slow motion. The Yosoki comes in and says, these machine freaks are coming. You hear a car screech to a stop across the street and the sound of feet hitting the pavement. What are you doing?
Here's a box.
Is it that car over there? That's
It
in front of
is.
And I'm not seeing anyone get out yet, or I'm seeing.
You are. You're seeing like 1 or 2 people getting out. They're all wearing these black coveralls covered in grease, machine grease, welders' goggles, wrenches, things of that nature. You can see a couple people holding these very homemade looking weapons.
Okay. And it looks like Theo can surmise that her friends are coming in to, like, I don't know, warn her.
It seems urgent, yeah.
Yeah. Theo will kind of like. Can't really do a lot of like mechanically here, just from like how quickly everything is going on. But he'll like, look at the guy coming over, and I'm assuming Celia like, oh fuck, I gotta get out of here, right? I'm assuming that's what she's looking
You can
like.
see she's turning, eyes wide with panic. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Theo will, and I know she can't really respond too much back, but he would say, still in his Thomas voice, like, those the people who were hurting you?
Okay, you see that. You can see she's turning, almost ignoring you now, kind of moving for the door in slow motion. It seems pretty clear that these are the people who are after her.
Theo will like go ahead and stand up, and he'll maneuver to like kind of like stand like a little bit in front of her, and like kind of like keeping an arm to like like stay back or stay down.
Okay.
And he'll go ahead and just draw his pistol.
Okay, so you draw your pistol there, no problem. People in this cafe begin to kind of freak out now because they just heard that people were coming, and then you pulled your pistol out in what is essentially Mary Lou's coffee.
Yeah.
Poor snail lady.
So no problem, you do that. The snail lady is that Sharon in that booth. You could see she just clutches at her purse. Anything else, Theo?
So there's like cause a distraction, and then there's demoralize. There's not an action for like pacify, right? To like assure someone, like that.
It's a diplomacy check. You can certainly try to do that.
Yeah, Theo is just trying to like, she's freaking out, like eyes tired of shit. Like he's trying to like, hey, I'll handle this, or like, you know what I mean? Where you're trying to like...
So make a diplomacy check. This is partially you kind of stepping almost in front of her. There is the almost unconscious kind of protector role that you are stepping into.
Yeah. I'm going to use my own reroll.
Alrighty.
Hero point.
Yeah, hero point. There we go. That's gonna be a...
Dan, you spell Vlali wrong every single time.
At this point,
19 plus
I want
13.
to spell it wrong.
19 plus 30.
I'm so offended.
32.
I'm gonna spell it right.
32.
Phenomenal. So you stand in front, and almost reflexively, Celia draws behind you. This Yusoki, this human, now form almost like a barrier in front of her, and she certainly seems to respond to that. Anything else, Theo?
I think that's it.
Okay.
That's all he's at right now.
That brings us to Vlali. Vlali, you hear this conversation through the door. This person is kind of sitting now, working on a new project, kind of ignoring you as you finish off the last of this lobster. What are you doing?
Do you know how to use a gun?
You say that
She
to this-
says that she's drawing her rail gun.
No problem. You could see the Kasaba's eyes widening in this moment.
What about the
four
fight?
arms going up as if they're like surrendering. They don't seem like a fighter.
She's going to just be like, okay, get out.
Okay.
I'll save you. My old friend. Stay alive. She's not going to move, but she's going to peek out of the doorway and be like, commoners, come back here. We'll set you free. She's got her gun. She's like waving people through. Come through. Come through this way, because this is where the exit is, right?
Absolutely. As an action, make a diplomacy check. And Volley, if you can pull people out of here, you could clear out this entire cafe, leaving no bystanders or potential corpses in your wake.
diplomacy.
I believe in you.
Please.
No,
Do you want to...
no, I'll use...
Sagan would use his...
So Volley pulls out a gun and leans through this door, and this check is to
I'll
determine
save
whether
you.
or not they think you are part of the attack or here to help.
That's better. 14.
With the 14, you all watch as Volley just menacingly enters into this space. There is a brief pause. The people begin to run for that door. Now pause, kind of stuck in the middle. Volley, you have caused a sort of freeze in this space.
Fuck.
Not what you were looking for.
But I want to stand on the other side of the door.
Okay.
She's gonna move up there. I'm gonna hold my action to see if any of bad guys come in.
Okay. You see if any bad guys come in. What is the action that you're holding?
Fire
Okay.
railgun at bad guys. And then she'll look over at Princess Celia, as that's how Lolly is seeing it, and she'll like wink at her with her like jet black eyes.
Completely not looking at you now, arms grabbing onto the back of Theo, looking around his form.
I work with Thomas.
You say that. No problem. That is your turn. That brings us to the cultists.
Cultists.
What happened on your turn off with this door? You couldn't get people to go through?
She was trying to get people to
I
come
was.
through.
I mean, like, I'm a good guy, and they.
Oh, she did a
no one
diplomacy
believes
check and it
it.
failed?
Yeah.
Okay.
A couple things that are going to have to happen here all at once.
I shoot.
Oh my goodness. Party at the Cafe Cafe.
Okay. He's going to get out and stand right here.
Joe, what is the fireman limit of people in this?
You don't know. You need to make a check ahead of time to get that. So
I'm gonna call
there
the
are
fire
6
marshal.
of these individuals. They burst into this space. As they do so, the person at the door is going to just lunge out with their feet and attempt to trip one of these individuals. But they leap right over, turning and drawing out this massive, almost arm-length wrench. These individuals all carrying these huge wrenches, all of which have batteries with twisted wires kind of attached to the end of this thing. They're all wearing these rubberized gloves. They pour into this door. The Yosoki does get an attack of opportunity as well. That is a natural 20.
Hey, let's
One
go,
second
little
here.
rat.
So this Yosoki pulls out a very small wrench and swings it at the knee of one of these cultists as they go by. They are going to deal 18 points of damage to one of these as they hit them right in the kneecap. You hear a deafening crunch as they dig, almost crippling this individual. The first person to go in just falls down to their knee, limping, dragging their body across the rest of the space. That is the attack of opportunity. But they have entered into this space. So, as they do so, boy, okay. Actually, I'm going to use 2 actions to move. And so we are going to just be getting some attacks on you, Theo.
All right. Right on.
All right, so Theo, first, there are 2 attacks against you.
Sure.
First, somebody swings a heavy pipe wrench at you. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
Beats it.
Beats it with a
Nice.
21. That is going to be 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Just hits you right in the side. And then the next one swings. That is going to be 23 to hit.
Yep.
That one hits you right over the back for 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
The other individual who's going to take a swing at you from behind. Oh, no, they had 3 actions to move. They're going to kind of menace the grandmother with this wrench and then turn around, kind of looking for who to hit, but using all their actions to move. They don't get an attack. The final person has 2 actions. The first action, they're going to attempt to grapple Celia. And through the thick, almost gas mask-like hood that they wear, they shout, "Grab the girl!" You want to use your reaction?
No, but can I resolve my turn
Yes,
as
you
I
can.
came in? She's going to fire the railgun.
Hell
And it's in a cone. So I want to
Oh,
aim the cone with the edge on this side. So yeah, she's gonna maybe hit some commoners, but
no.
So you're using the railgun and you're using the automatic feature for
Can you
it?
aim it?
yes.
So like this?
Phenomenal. We haven't done this before.
Yeah.
So,
no, I have
Or
it.
is it like
you're doing
this?
a cone. You make a single attack against each target. in
It's
the
only
cone,
30 foot.
Starting with the closest.
Okay, so can someone tell me where 30 feet is on this? I can't read it.
30 feet is, I believe, this is 30 feet.
Okay. Does that hit me, Joe, or no?
This is going to hit, no, it's not going to hit you.
Okay.
It will hit these 2 commoners, and it's going to hit 3 of the cultists and that human as well, I believe. Actually, no, it's not hitting the human, very importantly. So 2 commoners, 3 cultists.
Cool.
So let's
I
start.
told you to leave.
Roll 3 attacks first for the cultists, and then we'll do the commoners separately.
I mean, we told him it's going
Okay.
to be a hot day today.
So it's actually really good that you did that. This place was supposed to be packed.
Oh, really?
Dude,
I'm glad.
that's going to be a 30 fucking 1.
A
Oh!
31, that is a hit. So roll another attack.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, 31.
Yep, that's 1 attack. Another attack.
I want to make sure 25 on the second one.
25 is a hit. Roll the third one.
Oh, 20.
A 20 is a miss, but you hit the one that is kind of limping from that hit from the Yosoki, and the one right next to him. You do not hit the one that grapples Celia. Roll damage on those 2, and then we'll resolve the civilians.
Okay, let's see. I want to make sure, because there's so much shit that's all stacking that I want to make sure. Blah, 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 blah. Whenever you I did not critically hit, right?
You did not.
Okay, so. Damage. Let's see here. It's not going to be that much. 3 on the first one.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's a D8. Never mind. I need a D10. I take that back.
Okay.
It's an 8 on the first one.
Very nice.
Yeah.
10 on the second one.
Very nice.
Another 10 on the third
So
one.
just 2.
Damn.
Oh wait, just 2.
So
Sorry.
no problem. The one that you hit that also got hit by that Yosoki, they're looking really rough now.
Okay.
You unleash a hail of these rails. For those of you at this table, Monk and Thea, especially for you, it is just like there are nail guns just flying by you.
Whoa!
They strike the seats, they strike the walls, they strike these individuals, and you can see peppered by
Very
these.
cool.
They almost let this person go. Roll 2 more attacks.
Very cool, Valley.
Okay, let's hope we don't hit.
You can see this couple clearly on a date sharing pastries across the table.
32.
That is a hit. Roll 1 more attack.
What a first date.
Oh my god, 31.
And you watch as one of them just right through the throat, kind of spearing
Fuck.
through. You see
Well,
the,
let me roll damage. See,
Let me
what
roll
if
damage
it's
for
just
that.
one?
That's
What
fair,
if it's just
that's
one?
fair, that's fair.
Yeah, she's on a roll.
It's a finishing nail.
4?
Not a real nail.
With 4 points of damage, it just tears off the front of their chest. You
I
get
said move!
blown. But they are still alive, just barely. They drop their coffee. They collapse onto the ground. The other person roll damage 1 more time.
No.
4!
Both of these individuals survive with 1 hit point left.
Damn.
Damn.
They
my
survive their date with Volley in the crowd. That is your
They
attack.
don't.
That's resolving your attack.
That's resolving my attack, yes.
So this person comes in and they grapple Celia. They lift her off the ground, but they cannot move any further. They now have her in their hands. You can see they turn their body as if to make their way towards the door.
Is this the one that's on the left of me, or is this one of the 3? Is this guy?
This is the one all the way closest to me.
Okay, this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is all of the cultists. That brings us to Sagan. Sagan, in front of you, you see the final cultist kind of leap out of this space. They are currently brandishing what looks like almost like a nail gun. It's a rivet launcher that they have made themselves. There is like a compressor attached to it to fire rivets out at maximum velocity. They are covering the door from this place.
Mm-hmm. I am going to very quickly. I have a question about a spell. So calm, that hits everyone, allies and enemies, right?
I believe so.
Okay. How good is your will save?
You can fail a roll on purpose.
Okay.
It would be better.
He doesn't want me to fail.
Oh,
a
okay.
roll. That's
Yeah.
why he's asking about my
Oh, okay,
save.
okay.
Yeah.
We don't need him dreaming of home while,
Oh, that would be bad right now.
yeah, that would
Yeah.
be really bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that I can hit. So,
What is calm?
calm is a spell that forcibly calms creatures in the area and imposes a penalty to their attack rolls. So, with my group chat and link thing, I can actually cast stuff using people as a conduit. It's a 10-foot burst.
Yep.
What the fuck? Even if we're really far away?
You know
If
what?
you're within range of me doing,
If you gotta
Okay.
do it, I can give myself advantage on this roll.
I think
There you go.
I think that this is the best option
So
for
where are you doing it
keeping
from?
you in.
It's a 10-foot burst?
So it's a 10-foot burst. I link in with
Oh yeah.
Monk, and you just feel this surge of cold, numbing energy as,
Monk, you said?
or not Monk,
Theo.
Theo.
Sorry.
Oh, that's dirty.
Yep,
That's very dirty.
that's really dirty.
That's everybody, including that grandma.
Yep.
Actually, I think technically
No, she's not
it
in it.
excludes her.
Oh my god!
even
She can be as
better.
violent as she wants.
Lady.
All right, so everyone in there needs to make a
Damn,
will
That's
save.
very
That's
good.
really good. Okay, so first, the two ones who are back on the left. Will saves, you said?
Yes.
That's not great for one of them. We have, oh wow, they're good at will. That is a 30 and a 17 from the two furthest to the left.
The
Then the
30
other three-
succeeds. 17 fails.
Other three are going to be a natural 20,
All right.
a 30, and a 13. So 2 fail.
2 fail.
One from either side.
All right. So the way this breaks down, if they got a critical success, they are completely unaffected.
They did not.
If they succeeded, then they
-1.
yeah, they get a -1. So they still feel just the lights flicker all around them. They're feeling suddenly weirdly calm as if the lights cooled, I mean, sort of dim a little bit. And if they failed, any emotion that effects that would affect the creature are suppressed, and they can't use. And the creature can't use hostile actions
Nice.
unless they're subject to hostility from any other creature, and then the effect ends.
Nice.
Phenomenal.
Um,
So the way that this happened to work out, this person limping, their kneecap busted out to the side, as they pull around with this big pipe, suddenly this magic hits them. They suddenly just lower the pipe, confused. They take a step, and then you can hear through the gas mask, "Hey, what's going on?" And then, as they go down, almost like the bone sticking out from their knee. That Yosoki, like, Tonya hardened her. But in this moment, they're calm. You can see the other person who fails that is the person who is holding on to Celia. And so all of a sudden, from this, kind of loosens the slack, almost like he's hugging her from behind. And then there is this brief moment of, sorry, and they just let go. As just very uncomfortable. The other ones kind of look confused as this calming effect takes over. The rest of them are at a -1. Anything else, say it. It's a great spell.
That is
Celia and Theo both do need to make
Celia succeeds.
Celia succeeds.
Yeah, you
25,
said
does that
17?
succeed?
25 does succeed. So you
So
17
both,
succeeds?
17 fails.
She fails as well.
So
She's calm.
just to clarify, right?
You have a
So I-
-1 on attack rolls, but you can take any action that you want. Celia can't take hostile actions unless someone is hostile to her.
Influence is an envoy feat that gives me an advantage once a day on a charisma check, and confident actualization is a human feat, which gives me advantage on a saving throw or skill check once a day, which is what I used right now.
Yeah.
Get the advantage.
Very
Okay.
Cool.
So yeah.
So as that spell takes effect, you are able to withstand that. Celia is not. Though Celia at the moment, currently not being grappled, there is just this burst of magic that creates uncertainty in this scene. Anything else, Sagan?
I look over to the guy with the rivet gun, and I snap my fingers, and the shadows underneath him roil and bubble.
Okay.
You can
And
see he's turning with the gun towards you. As you cast that magic, he's like, "Hey!" And as he turns, all of a sudden the shadows underneath him.
I don't do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. And that's it.
Okay. That is your turn, Sagan. That brings us to Monk.
I am going to try to grapple Celia. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. And I'm going to just try to be a concerned citizen. And just try to play this off as like, we got to get out of here. What is this happening? These are bad guys. We got to get out of here. This is crazy.
So as an action, don't make a grapple, make a diplomacy check.
Also, this happens also on my turn. It's not difficult terrain unless I cast.
So you turn to this person and you go, "Hey, we have to get out of here." And as they do, all of a sudden, the floor beneath you, behind you, just rips open. And a typewriter straight past.
But actually, only if I cast debris zone does the difficult terrain happen.
There is
It's just the quantum zone that happens.
This is the quantum zone. There are things just opening up and moving around through them. They're not difficult terrain, but it feels like reality is falling apart in this circle. And you turn and you go, "It's crazy. We got to get out of here." And I will say for free,
She's
you
like,
convince her of
hell
that.
yeah, man.
There is a cult that just burst in. People are, everything weird that could possibly happen has. And so absolutely for free, you have convinced her of that.
Okay, so one movement. The other movement was to diplomacy, and then I can do one movement to move. I have 30 feet of movement. So where can I go, Joe?
If you want
You're
to,
dragging her,
you
aren't
can drag her. She's willing to
Yeah.
move with you, so you can drag her half your movement speed and
Where-
move her with you.
Where is the door to exit here?
On the side right there, I believe.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So I want to go 5, 10, 15.
20,
You have 40 feet of movement,
25, 30. No, 30.
so then you can only move 15 if you're dragging her.
Oh, only can. Is
She's
that what you
a,
said?
she's a
Yep.
creature.
Okay, so
She's willing to
5,
go with you, but that means that on
10,
her turn, she will likely
15.
drag you along as well.
yeah. So then just right here.
You are running holding hands.
Can,
So-
Sorry.
can,
Oh,
can Theo
man.
make a reaction, like say something?
Yeah,
The
you can
mind
definitely.
link?
Yeah.
Now it looks like someone's trying to abduct her to her friends. Someone came up and specifically grabbed her and pulled her away.
Well, in all fairness, he said it's crazy here.
And
but-
Vlali, you're saying this as Monk has Celia by the hand, pulling him straight towards you.
And as everyone here, I'm probably the most of like I'm like very young. I don't look like a
Doesn't have a gun drawn.
yeah. I don't have a gun. I don't look
I
like
look
someone
like
who's a
I would
mercenary.
kidnap her.
Monk, you should just tell her. I'll help you. I'm helping you. I'm helping you.
Yeah, that's
So,
what I basically
the,
said.
the two of you look very innocuous,
Yeah.
absolutely. Vlali spraying the whole
Yeah,
place down
no.
with railguns. There are like corpses.
That's my
people like
thing.
screaming on the
You
floor.
look like a partner team now.
No, we
You're-
don't.
You're giving him cover fire as he's moving the package past you out the doorway.
I aimed my gun. He was acting. I didn't know.
Suppose we will find out. But Monk, you pull Celia, who goes with you towards this
I
back
just look
room.
like a school
There
shooter.
is just steam and the
Yeah.
smell of lobster
She's
heavy
going
in the
with him. She's
space,
not,
but
like,
no problem.
Resistance.
And just for
Because of the
flavor,
spell effect.
my character is like just very sweating and like he's like shaking and just like freaked out. Like I'm trying to sell. Like my character is very. He's an actor. He's a fake person. He's
Absolutely.
selling this. He's freaked out.
That brings us to Celia and the Drippers. Celia, as you are running, kind of pulls her comm up to her ear, and she just says, give me 1 second, I gotta make sure I got all my names right here. She says, Fen, back door, now! And over here, you can see this android is going to action disengage from this guy and get in this van. And he is going to drive. And he's going to hit this guy, probably.
That's the human with the one eye.
This is the android.
Oh, Andrew.
As a free action for flavor, I'm just gonna say, I'm so scared. I don't want to die.
No problem. You watch as Sagan, across the street, this android with these huge arms just shoves this cultist away, leaps inside this vehicle, slams on the accelerator, and peels off. You can see about to slam into this chain link fence at an angle. They are trying to like pull around the back. You can see the Yosoki kind of pushes off the vehicle to get away. This cultist is just mowed down, hit by this car. They take a good amount of damage. They're run over by this vehicle as they take 24 points of damage.
Damn.
And they are prone on the ground as this car just over top. That is the android. This Yosoki is going to dart into this space. Actually, we'll start with this guy because he's first. 5, 10, 15. It has to
So
stop.
that's the human with one eye.
That
Yes.
is,
Okay.
and they are going to go over this place. Second action to run over. Third action to catch up
Okay.
with all of you.
Vlali goes to hit him and then is like, nope, you're on our side. Never mind.
You say that?
Yes.
Okay. They go straight underneath you, almost like about to do like a limbo underneath your fists. And you see their little face looking up at you as they go underneath, and they just go, thank you, straight by.
No problem.
And just screech around the corner. You can hear Monk from around this corner. The Yosoki comes and just goes, Celia, wait! The human is going to stop kind of in this space. They're going to turn and they're going to hit the person in the center with a pipe. That is going to be a 21 to hit, which I believe is a meets it, beats it.
Hell yeah.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
No.
Oh, 21's a miss?
Actually, wait a second. Yeah, there's nothing that's going to give them a bonus there, I don't think. And then a second attack. That is going to be a 24, and that is a hit. So they take this pipe. They're going to deal 14 points of damage to this cultist, and that is the cultist in the middle who's not been hit yet. So this entire group of individuals in this rough, almost coverall gear are starting to look kind of bedraggled. There are these rails that have torn through their bodies. They're starting to look kind of hurt. And Monk, you are making a getaway for the back. But that is the Drippers and Celia. That was everybody. Let me just double check. That was Ren. That was Miko. That was Fen. That brings us to Nyx.
Can you actually say that Ren, Fico?
Miko.
Ren, Miko, and Fen.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sorry, Celia.
And
Is going to drag you, Monk.
Okay.
10, 20, right to here. You all burst out of the door into this back alley. Directly in front of you, there is a huge concrete wall that goes up and up and up the back of like a skyrise that forms this big concrete L. Almost an alleyway that you are within. You can see a cart with like some storage containers on it in the alley, and then a chain link fence that's like 15 feet tall that blocks you from the path beyond. But you can see also headlights beginning to just well up on this as the van tears towards that chain link fence. All of this happening very quickly in front of you.
This mechanic, I assume he escaped.
The mechanic is just ducking and hiding. He's like cowering in the corner.
Okay.
That is Celia and the Drippers. That brings us to Nyx.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way to this car to hotwire it.
Okay. Make a computers check.
Can I actually? Would it count as part of my movement to throw my baton of fire at this gentleman right here?
That would be an attack action. So those are two different actions.
And then the freaker is a third, right?
Correct.
All right, so I'll throw the baton.
Okay, so you move across the space, winging the baton end over end as you do. Make your attack roll.
This one?
Yep. Be thrown.
Well, I'll save it. Attack would be... Oh, so that's 15.
15, that is a miss, unfortunately. You hit him in the back and it just ricochets harmlessly. They do have some kind of armor under these coveralls. It doesn't seem like the baton necessarily the weapon to use. You can see railguns being used and people swinging these electrified pipes around. But the baton also a choice. That is two actions to move and attack. Now make a computers check with Freaker.
And as I do that, I wink at him. And I have a +1 for Freaker, and I'm doing a nanite surge +2.
I don't believe you can because you're all at actions.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, +1, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Ah, damn.
Damn it! 6.
Nope.
Yuck.
Not 6.
What?
Plus 11. So you're at 17.
Okay.
With a 17, you rush over, and between throwing the baton, running up to this thing, you're a little bit out of breath. You begin to connect with these machines, but they're very crude. This is a consumer-level vehicle that has probably been stolen specifically for this job. There is no high-tech things to attach to, and so you have to kind of restart your process. But that is your turn, Nyx. You wink at this guy that you threw the baton at. That brings us to everybody else on the battlefield. This couple, prone on the ground, bleeding badly, are just going to hug each other and roll under the counter. Here,
I'm sorry, I
this old
told
lady
you. It's
is
not
gonna
my
full
fault.
action dash to get here. And then
a virgin.
this guy is just going to wheel around to the
Then
corner
fucking move.
and go into a cabinet. And I think that is all of our others.
Theo, get out of there so I can bless these people to bits.
That brings us to the top of the round to Theo.
Move.
Theo, chaos. In 6 seconds, the entire interior of the space has erupted into chaos. There is reality tearing itself apart. You can see this burst just erupts across the space. There are railgun shards just flying through the air. And then outside, all of a sudden, a van screeches by, and you see Nyx just vault over an element of vehicle and throw a baton at an individual. There's a lot happening. What are you doing?
What is the guy? Is the guy look like he's trying the one-eyed dude? Is he making a break for the door and just hit this guy on the way, or he looks like he's standing to like engage?
He's engaging.
Fuck.
Move!
Yeah, the only way you're gonna have
A full zone.
the only way you're gonna
It'd
have
be
a full
really
zone.
good if you moved.
Yeah, the only way it's gonna happen is if I
So, just for clarity, which ones can't take hostile actions of these?
It's literally the three that are right there in the middle.
These three.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, it's just going to be one opportunity.
Or no, sorry. Those are the 3 that are at the -1. They
Those are the
succeeded.
-1.
The 2 who cannot are the 2 that are in the very back over there. The one that let go of Celia.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see what you're doing. Okay.
This one? Because
Yes.
this one was the one that was grabbing.
This one and this one.
Yes, those 2.
Okay. It's just going to be 2 attacks. Yeah, no, I have to get out of there. 'Cause that's the only way you're going to be able to do a...
Otherwise, I'm just going to hit you.
Theo is going to tell...
You can step if you want to use 2 movements to like step out and then leave.
I'll leave the attacks. Theo's going to look at the guy and tell him, I don't know. Your friend left, you probably should too. And he's gonna run out the back door because the front is too heavy. 5, 10, 15,
High five.
25. Yeah, I don't know. Does he see where Celia went? Right? If he's
You definitely see them like running through the door right now. The door is still like swinging wide open. You do provoke 1 attack of opportunity, I believe, from leaving that cluster.
Yeah.
yeah.
They swing a heavy pipe at you. Does a 17 hit?
No.
There you go. You skirt out of
Hooray.
danger.
Theo will, because he's got 25 up to here. Is it 25 to catch up with the Yosoki and the rest of them that have left?
To catch up with Monk. And, yeah, to the Yosoki, yeah. He's
Great.
probably about 5 feet behind Monk.
So I got 1 action that I'll use in between catching up with that group. I'm going to use Get 'em. And I'll say... do any of these guys look the beefiest at all?
They all look pretty similar.
Okay.
I would say all of them look hurt. The one in the center of that group, they look really badly hurt. They're limping. They're like barely able to hold themselves upright.
Okay, I'm going to give a +1 to hits for that guy because I want the piece off the board.
Absolutely.
And Theo will catch up with the Yosoki. And yeah.
Absolutely. As you run through this space, you point towards this individual, and this person with one eye just nods to you. There's this moment of teamwork that just happens without even speaking, and you just take off towards this back door. Theo, for you, somebody who is familiar with the kind of alliances that rise and fall in situations such as these, for the moment, you can consider yourself friendly to this individuals.
Fantastic.
You are all working together against this group of fanatics.
Fantastic.
So you dart out the back door. Anything else, Theo?
Used all my actions.
Alrighty, that brings us to Vlali. Theo rushes past you.
Hell yes.
You've got a good cone now. That way.
Obviously. First things first, she's going to aim at the one that is unhurt the most.
Okay.
So that's 1 action. Second action. Pew pew. Oh, and we see, or no one else sees, but through her scope, there's a little like rabbit emoji that's just like, I'm here. And then she aims. Activates the cone auto fire.
Okay, so that is going to hit, I believe, 4 of them.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so go ahead and roll 4 attack rolls. This is a perfect cone.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Grandma got out of the way.
Grandma got run over.
30.
That is a hit.
Over a 30.
That is a hit.
22.
That is a pizza. And so you hit every single person in
Well,
this
there's still
cluster.
one
Oh,
more.
yeah, one more, that's right.
Yeah. 17.
That is a miss. So 3 out of 4, certainly not bad. And you hit the worst off one. Go ahead and roll damage.
Wait,
Roll
let
it.
me see. Does aim blah 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 help me?
Reduces cover and adds to the damage.
Yeah, it doesn't help me roll the attack though. Okay, so for the 3 attacks, did I hit the one that I was aiming at?
You did.
Okay, so I'll resolve the one that I was aiming at first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, goodbye. 10 points of damage on the first one.
Volley, that spears through them. They already had their whole leg almost just demolished, and this hits them straight in the torso. Another shot hits them straight in the stomach, and these 2 tungsten rods almost rip this person in half. They are dead.
Gotcha. Second one.
And they're no longer calm.
Oh yeah, shit, sorry, I forgot about that.
Fell down. Oh my god!
6 points of damage on the second one.
Very nice. They're looking kind of hurt.
8 points of damage on the third one.
And they're looking badly hurt. That last one that you hit on death's door now. You can see that strike goes straight through their thigh. All of a sudden, there is just a of blood that just spouts out across the space, mixing in with the coffee, the shrapnel, the railgun, the smoke, the everything in this space. When you walked in, this was a gleaming cube of white with these bubbling little syrups going through lines. Now overhead, they have burst. You can smell cinnamon and vanilla and roasted pistachio in these bright chemical concentrations just erupting out of the ground now. It is chaos in here. Anything else, Val?
Stinks in here. So those are my first 2 actions. Third action, going to shoot again.
Okay, make your attack roll.
So there's only 3 that are up. Let's go, Vlal. Damn it. 20 to hit.
20 is a miss.
25.
That is a hit.
Fucking 17 again. Wow,
That is
those
a
are
miss.
bad rolls. Alright, well, on the one that I do hit, 7 points of damage.
Hey, there you go. This person also beginning to look pretty rough. Anything else, Vlali,
That
as you
is-
stand there and just begin to hose the room down with these railgun fires. That is your turn. That brings us to the cultists.
Which one of these is down? Was it the closest
The
one?
one who was closest to the door. Because he didn't make it very far. Yeah, he didn't make it too far after lumping.
I think we can take this one off.
Okay.
Well,
Let me just move these guys for you.
yeah. let's take
So, pursuing, they're going to run past you, which does give you an attack of opportunity if
Don't
you
mind
wish.
if I do.
They're going to get right behind you, Monk.
Yeah.
This person is going to turn and go the other way. They get out here. They are going to come right here. Let's pull this person off the map.
Oh,
You can hear it? Oh, you used it already?
Yeah, she used it already.
Second movement.
God dang. Do I get an attack of opportunity with that?
You do not, because they're not
No.
leaving your range. Okay, so only one really going in pursuit. They're going to reach up behind you, and Monk, they're going to hit you, try to hit you right in the back with this pipe.
I have
Yeah.
a quick reaction
Yeah.
question. Not for my reaction, but that guy with the one eye was close enough to land a melee pipe attack.
Yes.
Would that person that ran past Vlali, would he have had an opportunity attack too?
The person that
Yeah.
ran past Vlali.
Wally got an opportunity attack, but
Yes, he would. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
Great.
And that's a hit. There
There
you
you
go. There's a reason that we do this
Mhm.
for 10 points of damage.
that's a fucking
That's
ton.
pretty good. Hang on, I got to figure out who that was. That would have been the first person. 10 points of damage. So one of these individuals, actually, Monk, you got real lucky there.
There we go. I got
They
you,
do
man.
not make
Nice.
it back
Thank
there.
you.
As they
Mhm.
run straight past this individual who stayed kind of motionless, some people go out the front door. He turns for just a moment. He doesn't know what to do. And then as this person tries to run past him, he takes this pipe and just wings it at this person, end over end. As they are about to grab you, Monk, this just thuds into the back of their skull, and they just drop to the ground unconscious, and you clear that doorway out into the outside. That is the reaction. Or sorry, the attack of opportunity. On the roadside cultists, Nyx, as they rush up to the car, you can see one of them just shouts at you, "Hey, get off our car!" They're going to take a little container, almost looks like a box with like the hazard stripes across the front, and they're going to rip this little thin metallic sheet away, and there is an explosion of foam that rolls out towards you. Nyx, can you make a reflex saving throw, please?
Without-
As they attempt to use lockdown foam on you.
A
Regular
D20.
D20.
Oh, it is okay. Reflex though. So
Shit.
plus.
Your reflex is probably high.
Okay.
It's 11, but she
Thank
rolled
you.
along the die. She's gonna re-roll it.
Okay.
Thank you, Sagan.
Good times.
Welcome.
Good time to re-roll.
Okay. 12 plus 11.
If she's
Nice.
about to fail, I'll use a
23.
spawn boost.
23.
23.
That is a success by 2.
Nice.
This foam instantly expands and hardens almost in a crushing, cone towards this building. If you had not dodged this, Nyx, you would have been hardened in this foam against this wall. But you escape. You can see like little insects and stuff just crushed against the wall as this hardens and then becomes real. That is the lockdown foam. That is all of the cultists. The final cultist who is on this vehicle is going to reach in and start the ignition. This car...
Is this the one that I have Shadow Snap on?
Correct.
He is going to take some damage.
Oh!
He's going to take an attack.
Go ahead and make that attack.
Yay.
That is 6 plus... Sorry. Let me just make sure. Yeah, so 6... So that's a 17.
That is a miss. So these shadowy tendrils kind of reach around him. He kicks them off, starts the vehicle. But that is all of the cultists. That brings us to Sagan.
All right. I am going to drop calm.
Nice.
And I'm going to first sustain this Shadow Snap. So it's hanging... Shadow's still roiling below him. And... looking at this, it looks kind of old-fashioned. So I think I could go, jump in it and try to hotwire it with a crafting check, or is it probably a computer's thing?
With your tendril missing, this person reached in and started the vehicle. It is running.
I'm going to just walk up or hop in. I can't quite.
You can climb over the top if you want. It is difficult terrain to just walk over the hood.
Yeah,
but you certainly can.
I'll use whatever movement.
Absolutely. So you just step one big foot on the hood. Nyx, the whole vehicle underneath as Sagan steps on the hood and then just kind of slides into the driver's seat over the windshield.
And I will, I guess, ready in action to beat people off. Beat people off of the...
Yeah!
I'm always beating
That's
people
after dark. So you prepare to have a very unique encounter with these individuals. Hylax was going to bless them. That is your turn?
Feel the blessings of Hylax. That is my turn.
Alrighty.
Not
that brings
Urgathoa.
us to Monk. Monk, you are dragging this individual. They're running with you. The two of you kind of rounding this corner. You can see cargo tram in front of you. You can see a fence off in the distance. You can hear the van approaching.
Monk will go to the 15 feet with her.
Okay.
I can see the fence.
Yes, you can.
Monk is just going to say, I'm so scared! Monk is going to, with his left hand, in his pocket, kind of doing the writing motion, he is going to, I have an ability to sustain my quantum field every turn to keep it alive. With that ability, I can also move it.
Okay.
So one action to sustain it and keep it there and move it. And I'm going to just write in with my hand in my pocket, the heroes were in a particularly bad situation. Running down an alley to their escape vehicle, but blocked by a fence. How are they going to get through? The situation looked bad until... And then with that, I'm going to cast my signature class spell, Witch Warper, Warp Terrain,
Absolutely.
to summon a ramp or stairs to get over there.
As the sort of roiling effect just transmits through the wall, reality kind of tearing apart and unmaking itself, these dark shapes coalescing and then folding into themselves in dimensions that you cannot quite perceive. Suddenly... a skate ramp of concrete just appears right in this space. You can see somebody has tagged it. There are all kinds of elaborate bumper stickers on the sides, but it doesn't matter. For a moment, you can hear Celia just saying, "You can go. They're not after you. They're after..." And then suddenly this ramp appears. And she goes, "What the fuck?" And almost not even questioning it, stops for just a second. You tug her and she continues running with you. You make your way in this direction. You imagine on her turn, you probably are going to have her reach the ramp. You hear the squeal of brakes also, as there was a van rushing 30 miles an hour.
Yeah,
towards
that's
them.
what I thought. Yeah.
And that will be very interesting come the Dripper's turn. But, Monk, anything else?
I'm excited.
I think that's everything I can do. One action to move the field, one action to cast Warp Terrain, and one action to drag. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so we're going to the Drippers.
Oh, no, I want to hear what the band's going to do.
That's
That's
right
going to be
now.
a hard fucking
So,
charger on the brake.
All of a sudden, as this occurs, Fen, the android, is going to slam on the brakes with the most important piloting check they've ever made. And this van screeches, just colliding with this. And it is going to take away the fence. It is going to buckle the stairs, not quite destroying them. And it is going to wedge this van in here.
Oh no!
And
Dispel
the van
your.
Yeah.
dies.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Did you think it was parked sideways?
No,
They-
I think you
because-
thought it was like a. It was. Gonna
No,
go
that's why I'm asking.
straight.
Like, did you think it was parked sideways because it was coming to the fence? Like he was gonna knock it
I
down?
didn't know he was gonna like be able to like.
Ram
Yeah,
through the vent.
Jesus.
They are going to, so that's one action to have a car accident. They are going to pick themselves up, and with their second action, they are going to begin trying to fix this van.
Oh my
Damn.
God.
In the heat of combat.
In the heat of combat, these gigantic arms pry the entire dashboard off. There is a screech of metal and sparks. The entire circuitry is exposed, and these two android fists just plunge inside, and you can just hear through the grill of this android, "I am the van!" And the headlights flash on as they roll a natural 20.
Hell yeah!
Oh, wow.
Let's go,
Flip
Fen.
This van, it
What's his name? Fen.
Fen.
Shout out to Fen.
Fen, that is only two actions, is then going to back the van up 10 feet and then pull it forward 10 feet. The van door slides open, and you can see this android over the driver's seat waving you furiously on. But that is Fen's turn. That brings us over to the next of the drippers. She is just going to drag you 15 feet closer as you make your way down this alleyway, squeezing between the concrete and this van.
I'm so scared.
He
I'm
is going to
assuming you
jump
two
into
are
the
telling us what's
passenger
going on in
seat.
the front.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah,
link. Okay.
And I've lost my Yosoki, but he jumps in here as well.
Soki's back over here.
He is coming in here as well. So all the rest of the drippers have made their way into this van. It is now just Cilia and Monk running towards this. The van is back online. That is Nyx.
How did Yosoki get over there? I thought he was back here.
I moved him the wrong way because he's so short. I just couldn't see him, so I put him in the wrong direction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're in the driver's seat, Sagan, right?
No, I'm.
I have a bad habit of losing my small mini.
I am on the hood-ish. I tried to get into the car somehow, but
You're in it.
I'm just like on the hood, I think.
Okay, so because the engine is on, can I just press on the brakes?
You absolutely can.
Okay, I'll do that.
So-
Press on the brakes or
Oh, it's on the
The
brakes.
gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Where are you driving to?
I'm gonna just try and run everybody over.
so you're gonna back up and then
So-
go forward.
You're
I'm
just
just
gonna
gonna
do a
go
donut?
do like exactly half semicircle.
Phenomenal. Make a piloting check.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Can I do
Queen,
Can
go
I do a nanite
off.
surge for this one?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Nice.
The nanites go into the body of the car.
Okay, so that'd be.
Oh, come
You need
on,
to use
girl.
another.
Come
you need to use
on.
another die, man.
Scroll up. Alright, we're looking for piloting.
Yeah.
So 9 plus 7 is 16.
With a 16, they can see you coming. With this vehicle, throwing it into drive, there is this screech of rubber as you begin to move. They throw themselves out of the way, but the only person who cannot do that is this elderly woman in the middle of
Oh!
Shit.
She actually does roll a 16 on a reflex save.
Okay.
Good.
Not high enough. You hit her with this van, and you hear, "Oh!" as she is just thrown
Damn.
out of the road into the side of the building. You imagine probably not doing super well is that old lady. But you spin this wheel, this huge donut around, striking this old lady like she is a teenager at one of those street takeovers. And then you just screech forwards in this van, moving towards the direction of the other one. Traffic all moving in the same direction, I assume. Sagan, are you hanging on for all of this?
If I can, seeing her take a donut, I might just step off.
Easy enough for you to do. You
I'm
just
like-
let go.
I'm just
And
like-
you're like,
I'm
nope.
just, oh god.
You step off right as this car peels away from you. You almost lose your footing as you land on the pavement, but there you are, Sagan. Anything else?
I'm gonna do it again.
Yay!
Actions because you nanite surged, you did the piloting check, and you attacked all these guys.
I was excited.
But you can move this vehicle anywhere within 10 feet of where it currently is, because you did have to make that arc. But if you want to be closer to this group, you can.
Okay. Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay.
So can I just do?
Absolutely. And you could put those guys prone because they did have to dive out of the way.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So,
Oh, how about
Dan,
that?
can you do 10?
Yeah.
At least one.
5,
Wait, let's-
10.
There you go. So that is your turn, Nyx. You begin to run over the cultists. That brings us to this old lady. She doesn't have a turn no more. That brings us to the top of the round to Theo.
Rip.
Theo says in the mind link, Flally exfil through the front, make sure that the other two aren't dead yet.
Put that down.
Do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Focus program.
That puts Theo next to her, and he's going to use... Is this thing still here? This like
It's like busted out to the side, so like it is. You could maybe use it as partial cover, but you can also run through it.
That's exactly what he's going to do.
Okay.
He's going to, as he passes Monk and Celia, he's just going to say, get in the van, I'll cover you. And he's going to get up here to the top with his second movement. He already has his pistol out. And these are the only three...
Oh,
These are
interesting.
the only three X-rays left, right?
Yeah.
Skip shot pistol, so I just
Nice.
I avoid
Very
cover.
nice.
So cool.
And yeah.
Make your attack roll. Absolutely.
Cool.
You pull this pistol at the top of the stairs that have just appeared out of nowhere at the top of this ramp. You draw your pistol level, suddenly pointing it almost at this android. You can see through this just, no. And then you fire, and this projectile disappears right in front of the android and then phases through, firing out the other side.
Is the 22 meets it, beats it?
22 is a meets a pizza.
Ooh. So
It doesn't have a lot of punch behind it, but it's all right. That's a 3.
With
And well, 3 for the first one because it's 2d4. So it's just 5 total. But yeah, 5
Hell
to
yeah.
whoever looks like the most fucked up.
already on the ground, you shoot, it just phases through the android and just reappears into this
cool.
individual. They scream out in pain, kind of kicking and rolling. They're badly hurt. Everybody is badly hurt, with the exception of the one person that had originally begun squaring off with Sagan. They are completely unhurt. They're
Oh
still
my
holding
God.
their rivet gun, really like on the ground. They've dodged everything so far. They have not gotten a shot off yet, but they've dodged everything so far.
Yeah, he just verbalizes it as he's kind of giving some covering fire. He's just, in his in the voice he was using earlier, just like, just 3 left. Get in your van.
Okay.
Get to the chopper.
That is your turn, Theo. Standing up here, you are right on the precipice of escaping. Vlali, you are told to exfil through the front. What are you doing?
She has a stupid grin across or underneath her mask as she's like, I'm on it. And she slowly, menacingly is going to walk and shoot directly out of the open door.
So cool.
Phenomenal.
As
Good.
like sparks and shit are falling from the ceiling.
Absolutely. There is flavored syrups dripping everywhere.
Yeah.
The smell
Smells.
is like a bakery vomited across the space. It is wild.
With the smell of
Because this is also like alien flavor. So there's like seafoody kind of flavors, spicy things, all kinds of things.
Is there lobster on the ceiling?
Oh, absolutely. There's like
Delicious.
little lobster shell everywhere now from the maybe a railgun striking.
She like licks some off of the side of her face as she takes her. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm not gonna aim for this one.
Are you doing an action movement or no?
Well, it's so I have enough range to just take one move and then take another one.
Oh, okay.
But what I want to do is I want to make
Oh,
cinematically.
Okay,
She's
cool,
going
cool,
to be
cool.
walking and
Make
shooting.
your attack. Make your
Yeah.
first attack.
This is like very Terminator.
Yeah,
kind of
that
just,
was
like,
exactly
walking
what I
I
was
believe there
thinking.
are 3 in that cone.
Boom.
32.
That is a hit.
Okay, so first one. That's not the right.
Valley's
That's also
moving
wrong.
on a mission.
Only 1 point of damage. That blows.
Still alive. This is the same one that just got hit with a skip shot.
Second Attack. Shooting with a railgun. Damn. 34.
That's still a hit.
Have we all used our hero points by now?
Yes.
I use
think
mine.
Oh, I got 2 points of damage.
Ah!
Really? Minimum damage on both. Basically
You're firing
both.
this railgun. The railgun is going through the booth, through the wall, through
Come on,
the
so cool.
vehicle, and then hitting them with barely any momentum left. But still striking them, still doing damage. That is
That's everything I can do.
all of your attacks. That's your movement. That's your second attack. That is your turn.
Yep.
That brings us to the cultists. So in bad shape now.
I'm so scared.
They are going to action to stand up, action to move. They're going to stop 10 feet in front of you with the rivet gun. They're going to 5, 10, 15, 20. They're going to get right up to Nyx. They're going to get right up to the Isoki. Okay. So first, Sagan, this person in front of you is going to depress a trigger on what looks like a grill igniter. And as they do, there is as they fire a rivet towards you. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
That will hit, but as they depress it, I'm going to let loose with the shadow, and that's going to miss. Okay.
You take only 4 points of damage. You are hit with a rivet. This is something that is meant to kind of bolt metal into metal. It's blunt, but it still penetrates the skin and armor with the momentum that it's fired through.
Ew.
It hurts, but it is still just a small projectile. That is their move attack. They're going to fire again. That is going to be a 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
And this rivet is a little bit bigger. That is 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
The one that runs up to you, Nyx, is going to... they're going to attempt to swing up. Yeah, they're going to attempt to swing a pipe at you. That is a natural 20.
Oh!
So, Nyx, they slam this pipe into
Ruh-roh.
you. First, you are taking... that is going to be 8. That is going to be 10 points of bludgeoning damage from this pipe. And you are off guard until the end of your next turn.
That's not good.
As they hit you right in the stomach and the wind is driven out of your...
But does
your
that mean if anybody else attacks me, I'm...
You have a -2 to your AC or something like that. Is that
Oh,
what
yeah,
it
I
is?
think it is a -2. Very nice.
Okay.
It's a -2 to your AC, and then off guard, I believe, also means that you are considered, I think, flat-footed for something. But
Yes.
the big thing is that it makes it a little bit easier to hit you.
Yeah, okay.
So they hit you with this pipe, and then going all the way to my last cultist who runs up to this Yosoki, they swing the pipe at this Yosoki, and they hit the Yosoki. This dripper is taking 6, 7, 8, 9 points of bludgeoning damage. As they are hit hard on the face, you can hear the android just shout out, "Miko, get up here!" This little Yosoki looks pretty hurt from that single blow. But that is all the cultists. That brings us to Sagan.
Sagan is going to reach out to Monk and go, "Get in the van. We'll find you when you. I mean, we know where they're going." And I'm going to. This guy has gotten on my nerves. I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast Entropy Strike. He's not himself a tech thing?
No, he is not.
Just making sure. All right, so Entropy Strike. The shadows underneath him roil a bit more, and then all of a sudden, all around him, lights start flickering. Shadows come up, start really moving, and then all of a sudden, you see these these shadows spread onto his body, and he needs to make a Fortitude save.
That's not good. That is going to be a... and this is their best skill. This is a 16.
That is a 16. That is going to fail. So let me just make sure I've got this right. All right, so he's going to take... Oh, no, that's not a Fortitude save. That's an AC. I mean, that's AC. Sorry, that's against
Okay,
AC.
so roll
that was my
attack
fault.
roll.
13. That is a 24.
That is a hit.
All right, so these shadows spike into him, and he is taking 5d8 of void damage.
Phew.
4, 7, 9, 16, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, one more. That is 19 points of damage.
This individual completely unhurt so far, and that changes drastically. As the shadows spread across them, it is like all of a sudden their skin just crystallizes. It becomes dark ice underneath. It cracks. Not blood, but just this mist begins to sublimate away from these dark wounds on their body. They are hurt. You can see their eyes widen beneath these goggles. They try to push this flesh away, just scraping chunks of their own body away from their form. They are horrified by this. Anything else, Sagan?
I am going to sustain the Shadow Snap, and I'm going to look at them and say, this is your last chance to run away.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, wow. Okay. Not good at that, but we'll see. 13 plus some number. That is 15.
Second, that's really close. I just have to look up this level. 15 is...
What?
I can do more damage because I'm 5th level.
15
Yay!
is a meets it, beats it. In this moment, as you spread the shadow across them, they try to push this flesh away, and they just make their whole bicep detach from their arm.
Yeah.
You tell them this is their last chance. They look at you, and you see just pinpoints in their eyes, and they scream, fog condensing on this mask. You get the sense that they are running away.
Okay. I keep staring at them.
Anything else, Sagan?
That is it for me.
That brings us to Monk.
I'm gonna move my 15.
As you are running, Celia turns to you and says, "It isn't safe for you. They know where you are now. You have to come with us. I'll explain everything when we get there."
And he's just like ugly crying.
They grab you by the shoulder. Now they are kind of escorting you into this van. Do you allow yourself to be moved?
Yes.
Okay, so you move this person.
As I'm doing this, I'm going to free action, or I don't know if it just turn on the GPS in my comms.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
You turn the GPS on in your comms. You, Celia, the rest of the drippers now in this van, on their turn, the Isoki just pulls themselves in through the back door. The android slams on the gas, and they make it 60 feet off this map, just peeling down this main road. That is the drippers and Celia. The door shuts behind. You are kind of in this van now, all alone, Monk, with this group of like oil-covered individuals. There are these water tanks kind of covering this entire space. You don't see Aquadyne logos in this. It seems like maybe a subsidiary or something else. But breathing hard, you can see they are peeling away from this place. Celia leans over the driver's seat and says, "Go to my house, quickly." And you begin to peel off. For the rest of you now, Nyx, you are on this vehicle, kind of surrounded by this individual attacking you from below. What are you doing? You were at the wheel.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Sagan, get in. Can you jump in with me?
I would say if you want to, Sagan, free action, you could jump in.
I'll hop in.
No
And
problem.
Let's go follow the van.
All right.
But Valley.
I
Don't worry, I'll find my way.
played the one that
Bye. We'll walk,
So-
it's fine.
At the end of your turn, it brings us to the top of the round, which is Theo and Vlali. So, Theo, are you getting into that vehicle? This van is gone, but you can see across the street Sagan
What
and
is
Nyx
that?
in this car.
There's enough time.
What is that
space.
movement? 5,
For-
10, 15, 20. I think 25 gets me to the door.
Yeah, it does.
Would that count as like?
Absolutely, yeah.
I could like
Because
You can Dukes of Hazzard into the back seat.
if that's the case, I'd like to use like my last two actions to, because there's 3 guys still on the board.
Yes, yes, there are.
I would like to take an action to 1, attack, and then 2, demoralize.
Okay.
Ooh.
Make that attack roll. You attack the person closest to the van, presumably?
Yeah.
Okay. They're in rough shape.
That's another meets it beats it.
Alrighty, roll
10 and
damage.
12. It's going to be a total of 7.
This is with a skip shot?
Yes.
With the 7, you turn and fire this skip shot. It just phases through the air and reappears directly in front of their face before it just tears through the hood, the skull, everything, obliterating
Damn.
the entirety of their skull. they're dead.
So Theo does one of those badass things where you slide down the wall where you're you have your hand on it, and then calmly approaches. As graphic as this is, fucking headshots this dude. His body falls limp as he comes up to the door. He's gonna use the demoralize action on the other two and just kind of point the weapon at them and just tell them
there's two? I thought
she's
there was
gone
one.
forever.
No, there's two.
Absolutely.
I think you accidentally pulled off.
And
And
Demoralize is a will save?
Uh,
Or is it just -1?
demoralize is I make an intimidation check.
Uh-huh.
I forgot what it's against, but I took the assurance feat to just give me the to just not roll and just say I got a 10 on the die minus the
Are you in the car?
Yeah, Theo goes, executes this dude, and then as he's stepping in is just looking at them and just saying she's gone forever.
You're-
What is the
Your
number
life.
that you can just make it?
It's a 10 on the die that I just say instead of rolling I just say 10 on the die.
So 10 on the die makes what for intimidation?
Like a 23.
That is a success.
Oh,
Yeah.
And so as this person runs up to the van, they pop open the back door. I'm saying, and you have just hopped in, and this cultist opens the door. They point the rivet gun at you at point blank range, and then you just see the muzzle of Theo's gun right to their temple, and then just fire. Their head just explodes. You hear Theo's voice just speak. You hear gulping and shrieks from that side, and then Theo just slides into the
Oh my god. You're in the passenger side of my best friend's ride, trying to holler at them.
And
Hey.
Theo, that is all of your actions. That brings us to you,
Don't judge
while
me,
you are
Olive.
the lone
I see
person
that.
not in a car.
I see that all.
What she does is she gun still pointing out the window, she turns her head to the couple that's going right there. Like, I'm so sorry. And with her lower hand, she takes out her cred stick from her pocket and she deposits 20 creds onto.
credits.
You can see these two couples, they're
Never
on their
shooting
very
his money.
first date ever, right? They're cradling each other's bodies, trembling, pale, bleeding out. They each have 5 health. They each took 4 points of damage.
I know.
They're barely alive, and you Venmo them $20.
Yeah, and she says, "Go find a healer," and then she shoots out the window.
Make your attack rolls. Make 2 more attack rolls.
What do you even leave for the notes on that Venmo?
Oh,
Nothing.
sorry about
Just
your
X.
date.
Band-aid emoji.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even realize. Yeah, you're in the driver's seat, right? Yeah, I just slide. I was like,
Well, I had
did you outside
30.
the door?
37.
That is a hit.
Yeah. Same roll.
Roll damage on both
Yeah.
of those.
Let me use this. I keep picking up
Everyone's
my
already
D8.
scared and running away, and Wally's like, coup de grace.
Oops. 4.
I seen in Terminator
7.
where he
Yeah.
just says get out.
4 and 7.
That kind of vibe as I
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here.
You say, get the fuck out, and then suddenly there's an explosion of railgun things that just fire into them. You can see one of their legs almost torn off.
What these
They
two-
begin to
this couple?
limp,
No, the
screaming
other-
away, Volley, as you unleash this turret. They are both still alive, but you can see as they step, their leg joints in weird places. You can see as they reach to go grab their gun, their arm just falls off. They are ripped to shreds. Anything else, Volley?
That's everything. That's everything I can do.
You get in the van, or you just fire?
I can't. I don't have any movement.
All right, you
Oh,
stand firm, just unleashing a hail of fire. That is everybody. So everybody has now gotten onto a vehicle except for you, Volley.
Yep.
You are kind of stuck behind her. You all just leaving without her?
Terminator run, Molly.
Are you not getting in? Did you?
I don't have any movement.
You can grab her,
So
probably.
my drone is still there. Can I administer Healbot to this couple?
Yes, you can.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This heal bot, you descend down to this group. After being tipped $20, this little drone just descends. The mouth opens. There was this little pistol from the killbot that then just rotates, and there is a little syringe that straight into one of them. You could see just, and then straight into the other one. But then
She was
you
getting
can see just a little
flashbacks.
bit of color return to them as that does heal them in a very unpleasant way.
We have to wait
Nyx.
for Lolly, right?
That is one action to do that. You have 2 actions left. Is there anything else that you want to do?
Can I use my drone to help propel Vlali faster to the car?
You can. You can get Volley 20 feet closer to the car.
Damn.
Wait a minute. You you just took your turn, right? So how many times did you shoot? You shot twice?
Yep. That's 2 actions.
And you used 1 action for movement?
No, 1 action to pay these people.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh my god.
No,
You didn't even pay them that much.
No,
You
wait,
say,
can we say-
you only gave him $20.
Can we say that was a free action for
Oh my
comms?
god.
No.
Anything else?
That's so funny.
So it's 20 feet, right?
Yep, 20 feet closer. So all of a sudden, this robot just slams into your back, Vlali, and you are just propelled through the door.
Wait, that's
Your feet
already.
just barely touching the concrete as this thing
Where would that
scoops
be?
you up and kind of gets you maybe 5 feet closer to the van from you.
Oh,
Yeah,
so like here?
It's really. If I had used all my movement, I could have gotten to the van, but I didn't.
So Vlali, that is your turn. That does bring us to the cultists. They run, demoralized at this point. And I will say, with the cultists demoralized, Vlali, if you want, you can get into the van. And you can all peel off in pursuit.
Yay.
Before we do, I'll cast heal on her without getting out of the car.
On the old
That's my
lady.
On the old lady who got
Forgot about her.
smashed into the wall.
Give me 1 second.
That was my bad too, and I totally
Oh,
left
it's-
her.
See
That's okay.
her death saving throws.
Oh.
She gasps to life.
Hey!
3 successes and 2 failures. Just barely.
God.
This woman saw the light and then saying, you yanked her back from it. As you peel away, you can see this elderly woman, the hand just reach for the sky one more time. She is going to be back. But as you all drive away, Celia in your possession, it is 10 p.m. So this is where we're going to end for the evening. But you have defeated these cultists of the Great Machine, and you have obtained the person that you are looking for.
Or she obtained him.
Yeah,
Monk.
hard to tell. But we'll find out next week. Whatever you do, please stay safe. It is wild out there. We'll see you next week.
Go Reapers.
Bye.